Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Saturday. We're so glad you're with us. Our sizzling summer savings event continues. We've got 3 hours today, and this is what's maybe the best thing about this sale is that despite these huge discounts, it doesn't matter how much discounting we're doing. We're still bringing out brand new big debuts. I'm talking about the yellow diamond band, of course. Only been talking about this the last couple of days. Maybe a surprise to some here today. We have an incredible, it's our largest ever 2-carat plus in diamonds, in yellow diamonds, matched perfectly. We're talking about a 5-stone band everybody can wear, but it is some of the biggest diamonds we've ever used, and they're together in a ring today in gold, in yellow gold only. So I'll let you start thinking about how many you want, because actually you might want to stack this band. You might want to be thinking about gift giving as well for the holiday season that is fast approaching. So we're glad you're with us. It's coming up in an hour. We will do that at 11 o'clock Pacific time. Don't worry, I got plenty to show you in the meantime that should keep you, I think, plenty entertained with some really big values on more than just a yellow diamond. So maybe you don't just stop at one thing today, but I will say that yellow diamond band is limited. So try to be here at 11 o'clock, which is again 59 minutes from now. So you're ready to see that, because it is going to be fairly limited, and I do anticipate that'll sell out today. So we do have that, and it's going to be the upgrade. I know we had some yellow diamond bands of late, but they've been smaller. Great sizes, 1 carat total weight. But when you really, you know what happens when you upgrade your diamond size? They go well up in price and in value and in rarity, and especially when we're talking about yellows like we are today. So we will have that on the way. Plus, there is a gorgeous Tanzanite. Look at that band from a distance. It's going to be eye-catching. I'll tell you what, everyone's going to notice your new yellow diamonds. But we also have a really special Tanzanite. It is around. I've got 2, actually. This is good news. We have a heart shape for you. That is not something we typically see. Don't see a lot of heart shapes. I thought they were gone, so sometimes you'll just see this happen where an anomaly pops up, probably from a stone that was probably in a box way back in the back corner of a deep safe, and we're going to bring you a really fabulous, it's 8 carats 32 in a heart-shaped stone. That's blue wing block D perfection, and we got some great diamonds around it as well. We've got Tanzanite drop earrings for you. They're on the affordable side considering how big they are, and everything is affordable. That's the beauty of this sale. Not only am I discounting, you're getting 10% extra off everything you shop for today as well. I must add, we do have a Paraiba, also going to be affordable. And if you don't want huge Tanzanite drops, I know so many of you have been saying, maybe just the perfect finishing collection piece for my Tanzanite blue wing collection might be earrings. We've got some other drops that are going to be a little bit, they're longer, but not too long, don't worry. And they are really, really affordable. I'm very excited about those. And they're going to be trillions, so they also get you something a little more rare. Also, we have got pieces here already being requested and actually sold from last night. So Myra will show you your ring that you just picked up. So if there is anything, I will say not a lot of melting happened between the 14 hours since I last saw you. So if there is anything you'd like to see again, or just check on availability from last night, we're happy to help you there as well. Okay, so it's going to be a big show. We've got a lot more than the yellow diamond special. It's going to be a crazy cool first hour, but it's a lot of limited one-of-a-kinds as per usual, so we will be ready to help you out. So also make requests, get those in, and if you're not registered yet with our show, if you've never shopped here before, never been registered, I would really recommend getting registered today if you're at all thinking about yellow diamonds. We have a reputation for being the leader in diamonds in the world, and that is beyond just the world of television, but beyond that. I'm talking about we can beat wholesalers, we can beat all your designers out there. So when we do yellow diamonds, that's even a bigger step up. So I'm very excited and proud of this value we're going to bring to you today. So start thinking about who needs a yellow diamond band in your life and how many you might need as well. So let's actually get started. This one is spoken for, but I want to show it to Myra. Myra, thank you for shopping already here today. I know we just had a moment there at the end of the show where she's like, let me get a last look, and then we had 10 seconds left, so we ran out of time. So here's our 1128848. Tony, how'd you know that? Wow, look at that, slick. He's like, I remember. That's where we left off last night. It's like, oh yeah, we just pick up where we left off with those values. There's our, I called it the Deuces Wild Ring because it is 222 in the sapphires, and it's also going to be 22 points in diamonds. So pretty straightforward on all those diamond weights, but not straightforward in the design, just something really, really cool and well done, and that's what it looks like from the inside. There's actually a little heart-shaped design on the inside, which I think is kind of cute, and then you see that enormous amount of platinum, and yes, in case you forget, what was that number that all my carat weights were? Well, they're all inside. So you've got that 222 total weight in your 3 round gorgeous stones in the royal blues. And then, of course, that exquisite diamond weight with the tapered baguettes as well. So really important. And in case you didn't see it on the hand, and by the way, it was $12.99, but again, it is spoken for. I'll just try to pop it on my hand here. I don't know what ring size you wear, Myra, but that one's probably a 5 right now. So there's where it is. And again, we're going size for you. It's one of the great things we do is add that as a little deluxe extra. You don't pay for it, we do, but it just gives you the luxury of having it ready to wear. So one more time. Now, here's the thing. If somebody's out there going, that's a really pretty collection of sapphires, I wish my name was Myra and I was getting it because that one's gone. I have something else for you. It's a single stone, so we're going to go a little bit more traditional this time around, but it's still in platinum. Look at that. Same kind of color, one stone, and listen to this. It's a carat 40 size. So you're getting a really good size stone, elegant as it is, because it's classic. We go the halo, we go the big diamonds, but we continue them down the sides, and that's the thing. They're all bigger stones. And it's 140 plus your 53 points in the diamonds as well. It's our royal blue sapphire, but again, what we look for, a couple things to look for in sapphire, you probably know by now, you want to try to avoid over saturation. Avoid where they look like onyx. That's kind of what we're not looking for. It's 8688, by the way, so brand new right now. A beautiful look in this stone. You can see how it's got that open color because, again, when they get too dark, well, in my terms, you might as well get onyx or black diamond. That's what a lot of sapphires end up looking like. We want to see blues out of our blue sapphire. So here it is, and a great value on this one. It's going to be gone in a hurry, and what a beautiful way to get classic. I like the way there's a little bit of extra, I would say just, we went with bigger diamonds here, and you can see it on the hand here to see how it presents from afar, so you can really get an idea of the size. But again, this is also one of those styles that if you wanted to add a wonder ring, you could, because it's really, you know, that's what the classic design is made for, so it's really easy to stack with it if you choose to, but you're getting that carat 40 center. It's an awfully big sapphire, usually around here, and if you've been watching for a while, you know, if we get anything over a carat, even just 101 or 102, usually you're spending about $3,000. When you start to get closer to the 1.5 carat range, different story entirely. And I'm so proud that we can bring this better than even $4,999 like you might expect. Don't forget you're taking 10% off, and please do, because why not? You got very, very limited time to take advantage of that offer. And here's what we're going to do instead of even $4,000 or $3,000. I think we just start a big sapphire day, and don't forget September. Wait a minute. That's just so crazy. September's coming up in a matter of weeks. Is it 2 weeks? Labor Day's around the corner. That's when we kind of unofficially say goodbye to summer, right? So this is really a September birthstone, which is why I bring it up, because in a couple weeks' time, we're going to think about September, and that means, of course, sapphires. You get a beautiful array of choices in that birthstone for September, but this is obviously the classic, the way to go. Let's go ahead and make it really affordable. How about $9.99? Shall we do it? Yeah, $9.99, because I said we got to really, in this hour lead up to our big special of the day, obviously there's a lot of specials and there's a lot of beautiful things, but in the lead up, we want to make sure that we get you as much value as possible so that you don't have to sit back on your hands and wait for that yellow diamond alone. You get to shop anything that you see in the meantime that's going to razzle dazzle you. And I need a rose gold lover. Do we have a rose gold lover out there today? I have quite a value on a rose gold double row diamond bangle. I don't even, this is, you know what, Andy, I'm just going to have you check. Are you sure this is the right bag? Because this is, does that look, guess what? How many diamonds does that look like? I'm guessing we have that diamond weight wrong, because I'm just putting it out there. It is a double row, but that says 85 points in diamonds. I don't know about that. That's a lot. Those are big diamonds. There's 2 rows. It's a lot of gold. We may just want, or I can just sell it as 85 points in diamonds and someone can get a lot of diamonds for free. I'm cool with that too. But that's something we probably want to look into. All right. So here, yeah, it is, Marcy. Let's see. But you know what, Marcy? You were talking to the queen of multitasking. So it's no problem. I can try to catch up on some item numbers. Who wants to check item numbers for me? Joanne, do you want to do it? I know you just got here, but you look like you're ready. You look like you're ready to go. I have 3 item numbers, and we're just asking if they're available, and it's going to be 1128504, 1113477, and 1128926. So working on those requests as we speak. Well, Marcy, you're multitasking too. She says, I'm driving right now, but I'm still shopping. Now, be careful, please. Please don't multitask too much when you're driving. Yes. All right, it was 1113477 on the second one. The first one was 8504 with a 112, and then 8926 with a 112. All right, so $8.99 on that one. Nobody on that one. No takers on the blue sapphire? That's okay. We'll keep it. And what I have to do here is there's something really special coming up in a rare stone, and this is a fabulous, oh, I love this pattern. This is Mother Nature. Yeah? Look at this. That is Brazilian Paraiba. Let me move that sapphire out of the way. And do you want to check that? Yeah, I don't know. It looks like a lot more than 85 points does. Anyway, we've got the gorgeous, gorgeous Brazilian Paraiba. What they are they're the Brazilian Paraiba crystals within the quartz gemstone. So it's like two gems fused together. But when I say fused, it's not like we sat there in a lab and, okay, let's put these wires together. No, we don't fuse anything together. We don't do anything that's really, again, these are natural gemstones that we show. So we're not monkeying around with different kinds of processes that you see maybe elsewhere, where you see a lot of, funky things going on. We're just all about great looking jewelry from the natural, but this is the thing. This is a rare stone on its own. We obviously know the quartz family encompasses a lot of great stones in the quartz family, citrine, amethyst, and so many more. This is where the Brazilian Paraiba, yes, that's the original source from 1989, where the crystals of that Brazilian Paraiba, they're within the quartz stone. So they're almost protected, or I think of it encapsulated. I'm a big nail girl. I love nails, like nails. And so, for a while we would see like encapsulated nail designs where we were like putting, you would use like 2 layers of a gel coating and then you'd like encapsulate different things within it. I mean, just kind of a cool trend. It's almost like I look at that as how Mother Nature got a little crafty here, a little creative, putting 2 gems together where essentially you could have mined that Brazilian Paraiba rough material, the crystals themselves, and then you could have just, obviously faceted those. But instead, we're leaving it in its kind of cool, natural, organic state. You get a bigger display of the Paraiba, which I think is cool. Let's take a look at this. It's going to be 1128238, and it's a pendant. So usually traditionally when we've seen these stones, they've been showcased in rings. Now we get the pendant for you, and it's fantastic, isn't it? And so we've got this really, oh wait, we have one more. We've got one more request. It's 1120411. I feel like I should know what that is because that's like the 411, like what's the info? I feel like I know that item number, but I'm not going to venture a guess because I got this Brazilian Paraiba in quartz. So we'll see what we can do here on a great value. White gold's how it stays. It's got that cool little asymmetrical bypass style bail to it, 7/8 of an inch in length. I'll show that to you now so you can see what that's all about. And it is a fantastic gem. And if you're lucky enough to own one of the rings, what a great way to get a set going, a great collection. We love a good matching set, a coordinating set. There you can see 7/8 of an inch. Let me take it on over the neckline as well, show you there what it's going to look like from a distance away as you see it. And boy, it's interesting how in this lower light that I'm standing in, you get a lot more of that. Certainly that Brazilian Paraiba is really showing up. It's still got the glow. This is a stone that we know as being neon, and it's still got the glow here, doesn't it? When you see it in that lower light as opposed to the up close. So what we're going to do, send it flying on out of here. It's a great value. We'll go back up close and get you a great price that's not even $9.99. It's even lower than that. So one caller, and maybe this is the way you try it. Maybe this is the way you get your Brazilian Paraiba, because Brazilian Paraibas otherwise are in tiny sizes. Faceted stones are 2 and 3 pointers on average. So not something you get a lot of bigger size or bigger look to it. We're going to make this better than $8.99 or $7.99. Let's get a move on with today's big values and send it on out for $699 plus your 10% off. One only there. That will be it. So a big time value. And if you want that blue sapphire, do let me know what that is. I mean, that blue sapphire was $8.99, so you can't beat that when a carat 40 stone is in the middle. And then we do have another. I've got, oh, do we find something? Okay, good. Good. Oh, good. They're from last night. Oh, I should have known. Okay. I wish I could memorize item numbers. I memorize carat weights and items, but not the item numbers because that just gets more complex. But Marcy, whenever you're ready, I've got them. So I'll wait to hear from you. I don't know if you're watching right now from the car, but we've got 2 of your requests. Are the other ones not here? Okay. So we've got 2 of the 4. Not bad. Listen, if you're a baseball player and you go 2 for 4, you're batting 500. You're going to lead the league. So I'm happy with that. I'll take it. I think in those terms. All right. So here we go. That's $6.99 less $70. And then here we are with, okay, one of the most ultra designer, another Mother Nature getting creative here. Because another one where it looks like, did you fuse 2 stones together? No, we did not. No, this is a stone called, can you probably guess, speaking of quartz, how about quartz that is 2-in-1 with, oh, look at the cutting. The cutting is allowing the different colors to reflect on different sides where they're not. Does that make sense? Like you're seeing a little purple glow over on the citrine side and then vice versa. So we've got item number 1126462 is here on tap for you right now. Thank you so much. Yes, Kathy. Thank you so much. Kathy, you are the best. Thank you very much. Hey, Karen. We'll see what Karen needs as well. Thank you so much, Karen. You're so kind. Thank you guys for all the kindness and the compliments. That's awfully sweet of you. You had to bring it for the yellow diamond band. You know, you gotta bring it. It's pretty elegant. I feel like I should be, I feel like I'm selling today $100,000 ring, yet like you're doing it like where it's, you know, you hear about the stories where someone uncovers the Picasso at the garage sale and they picked up a painting for 10 bucks and they find out it's like a priceless Picasso. I feel a little bit like that's what I'm doing, but instead of dressing for the garage sale, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to dress for the $100,000 ring that'd be in a boutique where we're, you know, serving you Dom Perignon when you walk in the door. And no, it's not too early, right? Brunch Saturday, yeah, just mix a little orange juice or a little peach, you know, with it, and you're good. So here we are with our gorgeous Ametrine, and yes, we do have. It's not super affordable, Karen. It's not under $1,000. Like I said, I don't have any more bangles under $1,000, but I do have a gorgeous diamond bangle. We're still working on trying to figure out the exact carat weight because I know it's got to be more than 85 points. So it's going to be, yeah, I don't have anything in white gold, but we'll let you know, Karen. I don't have anything in white gold that's under $1,000 in a bangle either today. So, but I appreciate all the requests we're getting. This is the Ametrine, one source in the world out of Bolivia, and you get a really, really big stone. It's the 10 karat 30 with the princess cuts. Those Anahi mine princess, or rather the princess cut, it's Princess Anahi is where we get the name of the mine. There's a legend, a great story that's been, you know, told for years about the legend. It's kind of a cute little, you know, mythical story that we attach to because, you know, for a long time, even gemologists, world-renowned gemologists are not exactly entirely sure how this ever came to be. They're not exactly sure. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but you know, you got quartz and quartz, but it's still unusual to see two different quartz that have different elements that make their color together in one, where again, that's not something that's, you know, helped out by man. So that's kind of exciting to have here. And what we're gonna bring you is this one only, stays in the white gold. Those are large princess cuts because you only have 8 of them in the ring, 4 on each side. Here's what it looks like on the hand for you. It does stay in the white gold, should give you an indication of how big a value this is gonna be. A $49.99 ring going a lot less. Always love to point out there are emerald cut fastenings throughout, but notice how it's not those stark corners we're usually seeing with an emerald cut. It's got a little softer curve along all 4 sides. So it feels like emerald cuts and oval are almost fused together as well. It feels a little bit like that mix and match of those 2 classic cuts. And yet it's going to show off all the shine of that incredible stone. You see it right there. That's what it does. Look at how bright and intense that gets. That's a really fabulous gem. And so when you see it up in really to eye level, it just becomes even more of a light show, doesn't it? This one's down below $2,000. And again, let's not forget about those sizable diamonds you have on the sides because it's 72 points. When you think about, well, there are 8 stones, if you actually divvy it up, that means that each and every stone is precisely 9 points. So those are no longer accents. Accent diamonds are 1 point. So we're out of accent territory and we're talking about major stones that could be their own individual kind of setting, right? It's a beauty. And we're going to make it only, you know what, $1,500 is not going to work either. $14.99, we're at the beginning of the show. I know everyone's saving up for the big top of the hour. We've only got a few of those to go around for everybody, so it's going to be a little limited. Not everybody's going to get a yellow diamond band because that's what happens when you put 5 stones per ring. There aren't going to be a ton of them available, but we're so excited and proud to have this one here. If you'd like it, give me a call very quickly. It's not 14, it's not 13. We'll blow it out right now for $1,299. That is, well, that's not it because you get another $130 off. So $1,169 instead for our Ametrine that looks like that. It's a really important stone and you got one chance to get it. Unfortunately, just the one there, that's going to be it. So if you would like to have Ametrine in your collection, or maybe you have a smaller stone, or maybe what you've seen out there, which is more typical. It's rare, so you're not going to see it every day. But if you see Ametrine typically out in the world and the universe today, it's usually very light, just like most amethyst and most citrines are usually very light and pastel. This one's got those ultimate color saturation levels, but all in the one. And again, mined out. So you know how we talk about one source stones like Tanzanite that are on their way to being mined out? This is actually mined out and done. So you've got a huge opportunity right there. We've got a green Paraiba that's also going to be affordable here today. And also, again, Marcy, let me know if you're watching and ready for your 2 requests. I got 2 of the 4 for you, and thank you everybody for the request. We've got that rose gold bangle. It's a coming. We will bring that to you shortly. That's going to be an amazing, amazing value. Hello there, Kirsten. Thank you so much. Good morning or good afternoon, Risa. She's watching from the East Coast. So, oh, poolside. This sounds good. So we've got gals that are driving. We've got gals that are sitting poolside shopping on a Saturday. I love that we can do that for you. We can bring you kind of virtually wherever you want to be. You can shop along with us, and I'm glad you're here. So that's going to be fantastic. And hey, Carrie, thank you so much. All right, so here we go. $11.69. Let's get to our Paraiba. Don't be scared. We've got a really affordable price tag on a Paraiba, and it's one of the most I collect these colors. I know I love the classic blue greens, but this stunning saturation is something important. It's not a pure green. Think about what an emerald looks like or your green grass outside. It's definitely not that. It leans more green than it does blue. It's not the 50-50s, but it is copper bearing, and look at the sheen and the shimmer it has. It is so very clean. It is so super bright, and that is something that is still a challenge. I know we see a routine amount of, when we see Paraibas, we see these great looks in color and clarity, but what you got, it's still a tourmaline, and it's a copper bearing tourmaline, so you usually see a lot more inclusions with copper element stones. Well, this one, item number 1125847, this one is here as a one only for 111 caller. Please understand, this is the ring you get. Double halo in diamonds. That's an 83-point oval, private collection, because obviously it was good enough where when the ownership here, who's collected gemstones for 6 generations, when they saw it come across their desk and inventory, they put it aside decades ago and said, that's a great stone, we're going to keep it. Now, that's what we do. Open up that private collection, share it with all of you at home. So no matter what you do for a living, or no matter what your expertise or what your level of gem, let's say gem education, or how many years, some people have been collecting gems for decades, others are more new to the collection process, maybe jewelry is a bit newer to you as well. Whatever it is, wherever you stand on the jewelry spectrum, we introduce you to the best, and we literally bring out stones, and that's the whole purpose of our network, is to really, it's a desire to share all the best stones in the world with everybody, no matter where you live or no matter what your budget. Not everybody's got access, because, you know, gemstones are really expensive sometimes, right? They're really, especially good ones. And we want to make it accessible and affordable. But the challenge here with Paraibas is really, where do you find it? If you've got all the money in the world, if your budget is overflowing, money is no object, still the challenge is, where do you find a really good, really clean Paraiba? That's the challenge. So to get something like this, I mean, affordable as well, that's what we do. So not only saying, here it is, first caller, but you get this really, really incredible chance. So yes, Marcy, your requests are coming up. We'll bring those 2 for you. And this one's going to be under $3,000. Paraiba, under a carat, but just under. 58 points in diamonds. Let me try it on. Stays in the white gold. Kind of figured that would be the case, although, man, look at this. There's going to be more blue. Yep, I kind of figured. I just, by taking it out of the bright direct light, see a little more blue coming through. It's really just a fun, when you've got these multitudes of colors together blending, sometimes a different light environment is going to give you different shading. Sometimes the blues are going to pop a little more. Other times the greens are going to pop a little more, but it's all the same stone. And that's the beauty of having these gems that combine 2 colors together. We're back up close. What we're going to do is under 3,000, under 2, and under 15. We'll make it $14.99 for a genuine, bright as can be Paraiba. It's where a lot of collectors like to go with those really bright, powerful stones, because it gives you that electric quality. It just looks so present, even from a distance away. So we will share that. Again, only $13.49, and that'll be 30 seconds. And then we've got a really good, affordable yellow sapphire here for my marquise cut lovers. We got a really beautiful, natural, unheated yellow sapphire. It's done with a lot of diamonds. We also have that beautiful bypass ring coming up, and it's from another look at it from last night. We'll show that to you. And then also a pendant with multiple circles together. So we'll see that. Couple recaps from last night. Like I said, if you've got any requests from last night, they're likely here, unless they're already sold to one of your comrades out there. So let's get to it. We've got the diamond bypass ring. I think that one's going to be gone at $13.49. Don't forget to call on the previous pieces, the Ametrine, the Brazilian Paraiba quartz, whatever you like. But here's a ring. A quick little recap. All some of the best baguettes, rounds together. Triple row, double the bypass. We like that. It's 1128504 is your item number here, and that's going to be a one only. It's our last one. It's the last chance. It's the last call, and we're so thrilled to bring it to you. So 8504, it's 82 points of the tapered baguettes. Love that too. And then 61 points in the round brilliant. So you put it all together, what do you got? 143 in the solid white gold. It is a size 7 only. I was pointing out last night, it feels a little bit more like a 6.5. So if that does work for you, I hope it does. That's what it's going to require. This one, we really hesitate to size because of that bigger channel of the baguette diamonds. And there's your inside finishing under gallery. So it's going to just glide right onto the hand, which I'm going to show you now. How beautiful that looks from a distance away, and yet very low profile. So an easy ring to wear. I mean, I could just slip, you could slip a glove right over that. Nice smooth surface to the actual diamond, so you have nothing sharp or pulling or catching on anything that you might be wearing. And again, I don't like my jewelry and my clothing fighting, because we pay good money for our clothes too. So we really want them all to be like simpatico. So this is our really good ring. Of course, this is a really also the bypass sitting low profile, wear anywhere on the hand. So I have a 6.5, 7. That's kind of it's kind of right on that cusp there. If any of that works for you, Take advantage of this. It is under $2,000. We're blowing it out for $19.99. Super high-end designer piece, and of course you get $200 off that. So we'll kind of go through it quickly because that was here just a few hours ago. But $19.99 makes that one yours. $17.99 at checkout. The fabulous pendant coming up. We'll recap that as well. Still have a white and a rose here for you. Jason, did you take that Paraiba? All right, Paraiba verifying. We'll see who's got that. Don't forget, we're 35 minutes away. I know we're doing it on the early side because I know a lot of people have places to go, people to see, things to do on a Saturday, right? So we're going to do it on the early side here, and we've got the top of the hour 35 minutes from now. It's going to be that yellow diamond band that is brand new today and limited, 2 carats plus in diamonds. The smallest ring I have is 201, and then they only go up from there. So it's going to be a rock star for your collection, and nothing, I would say between, you know, our leaders here, besides our white diamonds, which are a given, it's our leaders in color are definitely blue wing block D Tanzanites and our yellow diamonds. So if you're yet to jump in on the yellow diamonds, want to try them, have hesitated, or if you already know, this is the classic and very large ring we're going to bring you today. Let's take a look on the hand here. I've got a pendant here as well that's going to be on the way. Right over here on the hand here, we've got that beautiful pendant, which is 1113,477. I do have a yellow, or rather a rose gold and a white gold for you. It's a carat 01 in this double circular style. So you can see it's kind of like a beautiful nested design and that great little look where you got some movement to it. This is going to keep it all together. They're not going to spin this way, okay? They only move this way. Does that make sense? The circles are not going to turn within the bail. We keep it there so that all you get is that movement of how they swing one within the other. You've got a carat 01 in diamonds in a sweet pendant here. Let me show you. 1113,477 should come right up. It was here a couple hours ago, and we're taking a look at it here where you see that with that circular style. We've done circle pendants before where there's one big circle. This is so much more interesting too because I love the bail. The way the bail intersects with the double circles, it looks very designer, doesn't it? It gives you a little more interest. I think it dresses up the infinity circle style a little bit more. And then you also have this great length. Now, I'm going to show it on the neckline here as well so you can see really perfectly how really, again, striking it is. It's striking. And whether you're wearing it higher or lower, that's obviously up for you to choose. We're giving you the choice here of your chain. So you're going to just decide what your favorite chain is going to be and then, you know, pop it right through and you're good to go. And we do have a rose gold as well. So I'll pop that in for a look, but this is going to be incredibly affordable as we take another look at it on the hand here. And that's of course our diamond ring, which is still here, but this is going to be $999. And again, just a quick recap. I apologize if you saw it already last night, but we have some recaps already from last night. Most of what's selling's from last night because maybe you were lucky out and about on a Friday night. If you were out in the town last night and you still need your jewelry fix, well, good news. Some of your pieces might still be here for you. So that'll be $899. Okay, last call. And then let me just show you, see if I can get fancy with my left-handed and show you here my favorite lefty in my life. I got to see this morning, a little surprise visit from my brother this morning. He's my favorite lefty. He's the resident lefty in the family, but there it is. I got left-handed tweezing, so we can show you, yes, it's my left hand, but it's on the right side of the screen. Things are backwards on TV, so yes, she knows her left and right, but just a little TV inside, everything's backwards, but that's gonna be the rose gold to your right. So either way you wanna go, we have one in the rose and then a couple in the white gold, so you can get it for $899. So those are a couple requests. That's all I have in those requests that you asked for from last night, and so there they are at $899 a piece. Okay, do you guys want to see the rose gold on the skin too? All right, let's do that real quick. Here's the rose gold for you, so you can just see how that's going to appear from a distance away and get a look there at how, I love that movement. Again, that little subtle movement of those two circle styles that interlock. It's really cool. All right, so we'll go back to our close-up, see if anybody's got that diamond band. That's still here at $17.99. Couple of things you've asked for. Then we've got the big Diaspore pendant. That's going to be a lovely one. And Paraiba's here. I know we've been loving the big aquas of late. Got a really good aqua for you. It is one of the bigger ones, but hey, the 14's gone, the 16 carat's gone. So let's show you what we have in 1085. Here you go. Wow. So I couldn't help myself. We have had so many of you lately picking up, swooping in, and absconding with, yes, absconding, that's what happens when you take something way too low. You're just like, let me make sure I get this before anybody else notices. This is my newest, latest, greatest aqua. It is premier level. We're talking about Sierra Santa Maria, but there are still different levels within. Sierra Santa Maria is the best mine that's ever happened. It's completely mined out of Brazil, but there are still levels to it. So you can get the lighter Sierra Santa Marias, and there are certainly darker options. This one is one of the darkest I've seen. That, and it's almost 11 carats in size. And we have not been able to keep our aquas in stock of late, especially the big ones. So take a look at this. This is going to be 1129159. We're just on a little trend here with the aquas, and we do have the best. Boy, don't we? Look at that. Tell me does that look like aquas you see out in the store? You know what? I wish I had like a normal aqua to show you. You'd probably think it's whiter than the wheel here because you've got normally colorless stones. This one's 1085. That's the carat weight on your cushion cut square. 1085, everybody. And we're 30 minutes away from the yellow diamond presentation, and it won't be long. So make sure you're with us, registered, ready to go. If you're not, I know if you are registered, most of you are, you're good to go. But you need to be here right at the top because we are so limited. It's not easy to get together half carat or just under diamonds in yellows that match. So we can't make a million rings. So here it is, going to be one of our more limited top of the hours we've seen. But this is the 1085 with 66 points of the princess cuts. There are 6 stones. It means you get 11 pointers apiece. Lovely there. And then you also get one of the bigger values we've had. And I know we have a lot of people missing them. And this is the thing. I search out, I seek out everything we can bring you, because when I see something go very quickly, we want to see, and we also see, I see everything live here in the studio, so we know when you miss out. There's been a lot of you missing out on these big stones, so I had to bring this out. And this cutting, this is why I wanted you to see it directly. There is the most, it looks like an overlapping cut. I'm sure there's a term for it, and forgive me for, it's a fancier cut. It's a really exotic. You see this almost like floral crisscross design through the middle. It looks, if you look at the core center, it almost looks like, I don't know, some kind of North Star from some like fantasy of like really just amazing, like this is Ice Princess level here, where you see it's like, looks like a beautiful frozen fractal of like amazing sparkling kind of ice. And it just has that perfect little North Star in the middle, and then it extends out from there. And then when you look behind the crown faceting, which is right here, this is all that edge there, that's the crown faceting that surrounds your table. That's where it looks like it's almost doubled or tripled in effect. So it's really attractive. What that's going to do in payoff when you see it from a distance is just allow it to really spark. It has sparkle to it. Not something we rely on aquas to do very often, but that's why a great cutter gets paid the big bucks to make sure that pieces like this can really shine. And it's no longer going to be $14,999. We've tried some of the more affordable items. We're diving into museum because nothing's off limits from the 10% off sale. So I would say it is not only my moral obligation, but my duty to show you the really, really hefty museum pieces as well, because that's actually where you save the most money. So, and those are the pieces that usually we hold off on, maybe because budgetary reasons, where we might hold off and we're waiting for that. Hopefully one day it goes on a major clearance sale. Well, this is it. This is the major clearance sale on everything in our inventory, no matter what it is, no matter if you've seen it before or not, brand new or not. That's why we're still doing the top of the hours like we have coming up in 28 minutes. Yes, we're counting down. It's very exciting. But you can still pick up pieces you love before we get there, because they're not repeating either, because it's only $4,999 instead. And that way, I'm just pricing it like I have been on these big aquas. I know what I've been doing to get the 14 and the 16 carats out the door. A lot of you have missed out. So here we go with a $44.99 price tag after your $500 additional discount. So that's a big deal. And then we'll get to our yellow sapphire. Gosh, I'm loving these pieces. I don't think you are, but I am. I'm really loving this lineup today. I know you're all waiting for the yellow diamond. Not everyone's going to get a yellow diamond, so just pick out a piece you love. Here's the heart-shaped Tanzanite. If you were curious, did she say heart-shaped? We haven't had one in a long while. That's the 8 carat 32. We've got Tanzanite drop earrings of assorted sizes today. That's the $49.99 aqua, and here comes the yellow sapphire 1560. Stops me in my verbal tracks there. Look at that. That's going to be two-tone gold, as is. Solid 14K, and there's a lot of it here. 1560 item number. This will be 1 carat on the marquise. It is an unheated yellow sapphire. Whereas we always talk about great unheated yellow diamonds, a little bit tougher to get the unheated in a sapphire world. This one is 116 in diamonds. Lots going on there too. Set in the yellow and the white gold. It's always the debate. How should we set it? Should we go tonal with the match in the yellow gold? Should we separate it a little bit, give it contrast with the white gold? This is what you have, a little bit of everything. Look at that finishing. There is not an aspect left unturned. It's all about the best of the best. Welcome into our big Saturday. Please don't be shy or hesitant about picking up these values here early, because when I've been doing this a long time, when you have a big promoted item that you have coming up that everyone's waiting on and everyone's compiling their savings for that one item, I do lead up to it. There's always a good lead in. In TV, it's all about lead-ins. You always, if I hosted a talk show at night, you'd care about your lead-in. What's the sitcom that's your lead-in? Because you're going to have better ratings if you have the really popular sitcom before you. So I think about that in terms, I've been in TV since I was 13 years old, so I think about those terms, and I think about we need really good items to lead into that big top of the hour. Yes, that's our holy grail item, but there's a lot of big values leading up to that as well that are meant to go. So here we are with our big yellow sapphire marquise. This is so pretty on because the elongation of the design, obviously showing off the great cutting. The whole piece is actually made around it. It's on the hand, and it's going to be a really big value. I was going to do 29. Thought that would work. Let's try something. My experiment here is going to be a good one. And if you at all, let's say you can't afford a 1 carat yellow diamond. Well, I understand. It's usually $4,000 for a 1 carat yellow diamond these days. Here's what I'm going to do, and I'm talking here. This is not going to be $39.99. It's a yellow sapphire. Sapphires are pretty important on their own. I don't think we can say any bad things about sapphire. Not to mention next month's birthstone. Any September birthdays out there want to celebrate your birthstone in a little unorthodox way with a natural, unheated, super rare yellow sapphire that looks like a yellow diamond because it's that true pop of sunshine yellow. What about a carat 16 in diamonds? What about a lot of gold with all that finishing? What about a piece that's going to make your finger, whether you love your fingers or maybe not so much? If you feel like you weren't blessed with the longest, leanest fingers in the world, rings like this, actually, I hear people say it all the time, and I feel so sad when I hear people go, oh, I don't want to wear rings because I don't like my hands. I think that's an even better reason to wear rings. Everyone says, I don't want to draw attention to my hands. No one's looking at your hand if you're wearing great jewelry. Your hand is the vessel. We're looking at the great jewelry. And the jewelry, I don't know about you, but I don't really wear jewelry for other people. I wear jewelry for myself. And that's probably why I love bracelets and why I love rings so much, is because that's what I see all day. So I really feel strongly I have more rings than anything else by far. And that's because it's just what I get to enjoy the most. And I wear jewelry for myself, the way it makes me feel. And if somebody else likes it, great. But honestly, if nobody else likes it, I don't really care. I don't care, and you shouldn't either. I really don't care what other people think. I care about what I like. I want to spend and invest in the pieces I love. So that's all that matters. Take a look at this. I'll tell you, we're going to do better than $39.99 or $29 or $19.99, even better. It is so incredible, and I'm really trying something here because I want to move a few pieces before we get to the top of the hour. I know we got yellow diamonds coming up, but that's a band. So if you want a little more cocktail style, a little more elongation, you want to have that beautiful elongating effect with your stone and your ring and lots of gold. When we miss that, I think a lot of us miss a lot of gold, because anywhere else you're shopping, who did I hear from the other day? She said the funniest thing. She goes, it feels, I bought something somewhere else and I could not return it fast enough. I got it from one of those other places on TV because I hadn't found you yet. And she said, it felt literally like, I think my tin foil in my kitchen cabinet would have been heavier than this ring that I bought. And I'm going, yeah, but that's kind of the reality going forward. We don't do that. You see these really enormous designs, and we can't lose sight of how important that is. Our stones deserve that gold. To put them anything less than a heavy gold weight or platinum weight would be it would be a little bit of like jewelry blasphemy. You can't do that. You've got to really support these gorgeous stones with the mountings they deserve. And this is not even $1,500. I'm trying it. It's a very pricey ring. It should be more than $39. When I say was, that's my was sale price. That's my Saturday, August price here. This is the big Saturday we've been waiting for. It's a definite gotta go must have here if you love a gorgeous yellow, and it's not gonna be 15 or 14. We're gonna blow it out. Come on over and take a look at it one more time. It's gonna be $13.99 plus your discount. We'll just take it all the way on down. And if you ever needed a great mounting for a wonderful price, there's your mounting price that's amazing. And of course, it's the stone that's amazing. And I think that is going to be one of the absolute wonders of our world here. Yellow sapphire like that. Just absolutely stunning. So let me know if you'd like that at $13.99. We'll take $140 off that as well. Did you have any questions or requests, Ian? Are we all good? All right, sounds good. So we've got our last call here, 22 minutes ticking down here till our big top of the hour arrives. I know we're excited. Very limited 5-stone yellow diamond band coming up. It's just a little bit, oh, you're gonna love it. I cannot, if you're going, I don't know what this band is she's talking about. If you've been missing me the last couple of days, take a look at that. That's what's coming up in about 22 minutes, and my, oh my, is that a big piece. one band. That's one. You can get more than one and stack them if you want to, but that is the ultimate diamond band. We're going the largest we've ever done in our history by far, over 2 carats. You're guaranteed over 2 carats. So it's very exciting, and it's going to be a miracle value. I don't know if you remember, we've been showing the last 2 nights by request. I was hesitant to bring it out because I think a lot of you were probably testing, because you were probably asking for the 5-stone white diamond ring with the same amount of diamonds to see what that price was. You remember we had it last night, we had it the night before. Well, stay with me, because yellow diamonds, last time I checked, are more valuable than white diamonds, right? Yeah, they are. by 100,000 times. They're 100,000 times more rare in nature. So it's interesting what we're going to do. All right, coming up, look at this heart shape. Anyone want a heart-shaped Tanzanite? Haven't seen one in a while. I know it's going to lean a little bit. As much as I want it to stay right like that, it's going to just lean a bit. That's cool, isn't it? Wait till you see it on the hand. A perfect classic way to see a heart-shaped Tanzanite set with the big diamonds. We really are drawing the attention to the heart shape, aren't we? And it's a defined heart shape, as you can well see. 112-9142 is the item number. That is an 832 stone. So it's got plenty of size. Great look to it. Yeah, the reds are popping. The reds are looking awfully nice there. And it's going to be, is it leaning more and more as it sits there? Let me try it on for you. That way it's going to sit straight up on the hand here. 96 points and diamonds. Wowza. That's pretty impressive. And look at that. They just go right down the side, so you see nothing but diamonds and your fabulous heart shape. It is the one and only heart-shaped Tanzanite I have. It's museum reserve. It's 14 karat gold. Doesn't even need to stay in the white gold, but hey, I think it's perfect. Because the only gold you're really going to see is from the profile, and you're really setting the white diamonds. So why not leave it in the white gold so that it doesn't detract from our really high-end white diamonds? We just got very, very busy. It's either that everyone just tuned in, or we're all excited about the heart shape going, where you been, heart shape? Well, we're here now, and it's our last one, and it's my job to make sure it goes, which means, I'm sorry, price tag at TVON, but we gotta drop you. We got to drop you, because at $12,999, this crowd ain't going to like me. You guys you expect, and listen, I buy your love. I do. You only like me because I give you deals. That's why you like me here. It's like, oh, there's that girl. She gives me the deals. That's Lolo. She gives the low prices. I don't know. I may need a new nickname with this sale event because it's better than Lolo. They're better. They're better than Lolo. What do you call this? It's the blowout of all blowouts. So don't call me Blow. I don't, no, that doesn't work. We'll go with Lolo for now, okay? Until I think of something better that still sounds appropriate. We're gonna go really, really low on this one, and who would like it? Just say so now. You know I'm gonna help you with the price tag, and I'm not gonna say, oh good, they want it, let's ask $1 million. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. That's not my thing. So take a look. It's not gonna be 13,000, yes. Yellow Sapphire's gone. Jason, what'd you pick up over there? Fantastic. Who's with us requesting? Hi, Glenn. All right, so we'll work on that. And if nobody's on the line for this heart shape. We're all picking up pieces from earlier. We've had 41 minutes of deals, so you can take whatever you need. You guys want a better value than $99.99? I'll hook you up. Let's just take it all the way on down. You think this is going to last till the top of the hour? No way. This is one of our best. You got to remember there's an extreme rarity to a heart shape. We've added bigger diamonds. I don't know if anyone's calculating. I know these diamonds graduate down in size, but still on an average basis, they're 16 points on average. The truth is that one near the heart shape, that's going to be larger, probably a 20 or 25 pointer there, and then they'll graduate down in size. So really well done. What do you think of that? So on average, 16-point diamonds, again, only 6 of them. You see they're in the shared prong design too, which is how we like to see diamonds set when we do bands. Why not incorporate that into the sides of this Tanzanite so it can also show off the diamonds? And let's blow it out right now. It's not I told you, not $99.99. I've got to do better than that. We are here to move it. We really are, and I know there's always going to be. There's this huge heart-shaped fan contingency we have, and when you look at the ratio of heart-shaped fans versus what we have, which is hardly anything at all, especially recently, and this is our last. This is why you want to take advantage of it. I can only imagine caller number 2 and 3 and 4 that miss out on it and ask me, do you have another heart shape? And then I have to say, well, unfortunately, I wasn't just blowing smoke up there. That's actually going to be the only one we have. And so nothing smaller, nothing larger. This is it. It tends to be, I love, even if you're shying away from bigger sizes, I wouldn't on this one. We didn't go over the top, adding a lot of layers beyond it. We just kept it simple so that it really, A, shows off the stone, but B, doesn't add any extra length, so that makes the ring very wearable. And let's take a look at it over here again. It's a really good look, and I'll take it down to an even lower price. It's incredible. I want you to have it, not $79.99. There's $2 more off. Save, done. Let's go even lower than 79 or 69 or 59. Only the one, that's it. And we will do this right now for $4,999. That's it. Okay, $44.99. Who got the yellow sapphire? Hi, Sandra in Texas. Wonderful. Thank you. Has she shopped with us before? Okay, sounds good. Well, Sandra, thank you so much. Enjoy that yellow sapphire. There is a large blue wing round, and just, well, I don't want to give you, oh, whoa. Oh, maybe that's not fair to the heart shape. Well, that's a round. And it looks really good. And that one's about the same size, 7 carats, 15. So that's coming up later if you'd like to see it. I know, you're probably going to pound down the phone lines right now saying, yeah, bring that out. Look at that. Woo-wee. So that'll be $44.99 for that one. I don't know what we're going to do on that one. I don't know. Haven't gotten there yet. Just want to show you the options you have in Tansies today because we did bring out some beauties. Okay, and we have two sets of drop earrings, emerald cuts or trillions. More expensive or more affordable. We got you covered. We've got your bases covered today in Tansies. We really do. I think we do every day, but we are dwindling in what we have overall, so that's not going to be the case going forward for very long. 15 minutes till our top of the hour. Let me just present you with what I think is another one of those really good museum level diaspores, this time in the emerald cut. Yes, please. And I hope, oh gosh, I hope you can see all the pinks and purples and reds that you're seeing every which way. It's very, very cool. This is 8 carats, 91 of one of our diaspores. And I know it's interesting, we had the earrings lately, the emerald cut and the azure cut and the radiant cut earrings that have been going, the drops. We've had a lot of the rings. So you just might wonder, is there somebody out there looking for a great match to complete the set and a pendant? Well, it's 1129-155, and it's going to be our 8 carat 91, and that is a look, isn't it? That's going to be a really special 891 with 10 points in diamonds that are going to wrap around in pave. That's your beautiful ribbon style bail. It doesn't add too much. It really lets the stone be the star here, but you are getting that really important little kind of wisp of a ribbon. I like that it's a little bit askew, that just, it sits balanced on top of the stone, but it's still a little bit just interesting. And I think that's really, really lovely there. Take a look at it. This is what it looks like from a distance. And you can really see that I'm replicating the movement of the body as you wear it. So you can really see how that stone shines so, so well. And yet we will help you own it right now. Anyone want it? Let me know. We got a great value. You just want to beat everyone else to it. A $49.99 should be price. A great drop. Let me show you the length it's going to be. And we're going to leave that one. Actually, you know what? You can change it. You're not going to see much gold. It's going to be basically to the back, the basket work, the prongs, a little bit peeps through that ribbon style, but it's mostly going to be about your stone. So you can do any gold color you'd like. It's just under 1 inch top to bottom. I'd call that 7/8. Here's what it looks like from a distance away on the neckline, and we'll take it on down for you. I don't think anyone's interested in paying $49.99 if you don't have to. If you feel better paying more for your fine jewelry, if that makes you feel like you're getting a better quality, we're just not your network. There's plenty of places to shop to do that, where you can just spend more on inferior product. I love that we can just, again, never look at our values as a testament to the quality. It's really where it's not a value if you're getting, if you're spending too much for a low quality, that's not value. Our idea of value is giving you as much as we can for an incredible price tag. That's what we live for. So let's take a look at it up close here, and we'll make this one, you know what, try it, $19.99. Just try that on a nearly 9 carat stone. That is our one source, yeah, Diaspore, color changing phenomena. Okay. How are we doing today? Everyone happy? Are we just waiting for our top of the hour in 12 minutes? Tell me what you need to see if anything strikes your fancy. Otherwise, we'll just chit chat. I've shown you a lot of great jewelry, done blow up prices. There's been a lot of brand new, yes. So is our big yellow diamond special at the top of the hour. Glad you're with us. Can we hang on 12 more minutes? Is that what we're waiting for? The band is limited. It's coming up, 5-stone style, 2 carats. Think about how many you want to need to get for gift giving, for anybody who's celebrating. If you've got an anniversary coming up, you know how we always go to the anniversary band. We always go to white diamonds. Pretty much all you're going to find anymore is lab-grown white diamonds out there. It's hard to even find natural white diamonds. We're going to step you up. We're going to get you Argyle Mine stones. I've got the biggest value ever. I've been working for days to get this price down. Days. I'm not kidding. So it is going to be worth your while. 11 and a half more minutes, but it's going to be worth your while to stay with us and be here at the top of the hour for this band. There's never been anything quite like it. We've done smaller yellow diamond bands. They've been a huge hit. It's normally, if I had my druthers, I'd start with the big one and then work our way down. Honestly, it's how they come in. We're working deals 24/7. Remember, this is a worldwide gem market. The diamond world is very international. So we don't just, talk to the guy down the street. Even though down the street we have a great wholesale jewelry district, we work our magic, we work our connections, and sometimes in today's day and age, you're going to find people where when you've got all your feelers out there and you know everybody in the biz and you know who's reputable and you know who's got quality, you wait until they have a great value and then you strike. It doesn't happen often in diamonds, but when it does, we're going to bring it to you here and pass along that value to you. So that's the top of the hour, but take a look at this Diaspore one more time. That should be gone, and it's going to be a really, really special stone. So that's well done. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. I know we've got anybody thinking about that round Tanzanite? It's so beautiful, isn't it? I don't know how we're going to work that one. I'm looking at an even bigger price on the 7 carat. Hey, Glenn. Glenn, you have amazing taste. Glenn, I've been doing this a long time. Even here, just here. I have a top, it's going to be in the book. I have a top 5 I've been compiling of all-time favorites. True story. I have a top 5 of favorite items. Just favorite items that, not necessarily like bestsellers or anything, just favorite items. Like favorite jewelry items that I've ever seen and designed. I'm talking about here and beyond. This is one of them. This is truly one of them. Once upon a time, there were 3 different versions in different colors of this gigantic butterfly brooch. I don't know if you're asking for this specific item or if you just said, do you have anything in butterflies? But that is amazing. It's the blue, sapphires. All graduated in their color. This is so difficult to do. It's ombre. I mean, the fact that it looks that good, we're not exactly close right now. That is magnificent. We had a pink sapphire version, a Savorite version, and a blue sapphire version. At one point, I wore all 3 together on a dress. Loved it. But I gotta say, what's left, the blue sapphire in the yellow gold with diamonds as well, 18 karat gold no less. You see, it's an enormous style. So no one's going to miss this, whether you're putting it on a lapel. It does not technically have a bail. I think that any jeweler, if you wanted to, could probably add that if you want. But we know this is sold as a brooch. It is going to be fantastic. Brooches are hotter than ever before, just from a fashion perspective, but did they ever go anywhere? It's like the mark of a woman who knows how to accessorize is going to have a good brooch. You have to have one good brooch. And I find that the blue color, it does not matter what you're wearing, this is going to work. Absolutely 100% that's going to work. And when you see, tell me at home, can you see that graduated? That ombre, from the darker to the lighter and everything in between, that is magic. It is pure magic. This is all time one of my favorite items where my jaw drops every time I've seen it. I've had this around for a couple years. Every time I see it, my jaw completely drops and I go, I love that piece. So let's give you a great big discount. I'm going to show it on the hand here first because it's very large, and it's going to be up number 11272228. So there's a little closer perspective on it. And now you can see all those incredible sapphires are princess cuts. It's 18 karat solid yellow gold. So yeah, we don't do a plating here, even though it's a brooch. This is still solid gold. 1770 is your carat weight on the sapphires. Then you have the diamonds. The diamonds are going to be 30 points. And 18 karat gold, and your pin is right behind. It goes basically widthwise across the wingspan of the butterflies, but not at the very top, because that would make it less stable than it would tend to do this. So they really do it kind of a little lower than, little above center, so that it sits really well on whatever fabric, even if you're working with a thinner fabric. I'm someone who loves fabrics. I like tactile, but I can tell you right now, because I don't wear a pin every day, but I do wear a microphone every day. And it's the same kind of thing where if you're wearing a thinner or a more delicate fabric, like a silk or a satin or a lace, sometimes the weight of a brooch can be difficult unless the brooch and the pin is put in the right place. So I know I deal with that every day with a microphone. So here we go. This is really just, it's well made. It's so well done. It's huge. If you haven't seen. This is the length here, and it's one only, and it's an absolute beauty. And I've seen a lot of jewelry, which is why I say, I mean, I don't expect your taste to be like mine. It's probably very different, and that's okay too. Like I said, it's what makes us individuals. But when you have something like this that you just, I've traveled, you know, the entire span of the jewelry world and arena, and look at that. The wingspan itself is about 2¼ inches from tip to tip there, so it's definitely sizable. We'll show it on the neckline here just because, well, that's just a better viewpoint, I think. And that's what I love about the brooch is you can put them every other way. I think setting it like this might be a bit of a, I would say maybe not ideal. When I had them all on together, I put each one askew so they looked like they were in flight, and it looked so beautiful as a set. The sapphire one may still, is it the sapphire or the pink sapphire? One of them is still here, I think. But here's our blue sapphire version, great for our September babies. Look at that on a lapel. Even on a dark color, how that shows up, even on a light color, and then something in the middle, right? Something wherever, I mean, can you imagine it? Whatever you want to put that on. Let's go back. I'm going to try to put it up close too, because I want you to see the details. It's going to be requiring a lot of zoom here, but we'll try it. Let me go ahead and walk around here and try to zoom it back so you can see what this is all about. And then we're going to give you a great price. It's just one of the best values we have, to be honest. And that's going to be down from $12,999. Even with all that zoom, it's still hard to get that whole piece in the shot there. But you can at least see that ombre detail and how precision that is, how difficult. I'll make it $49.99, first caller. $49.99 plus another $500 saved. And I think you can feel pretty confident that you're gonna love it, right? You know, if it looks that good, just sitting here with very little movement on television, how gorgeous that's gonna be in person. A really good way to go. Thank you so much for requesting it. It's just, whether anyone buys it or whether you like it or not, honestly, it's one of my favorite pieces because that is a testament to great workmanship, great luxury. Can you imagine sitting down to make that piece? That's not a 1 or 2 hour endeavor. That's gonna take a while. Did you have Glenn there or someone else? Did you have the requester or someone else? Okay, they have a request too? All right, so let's move on. $44.99, still 5 minutes away. Just a reminder that heart shape is still here too. So if you have any questions, and if you need a smaller butterfly piece, I'm sure we have them. Not in brooches, but I have some rings. I have some assorted rings I can bring in butterflies. That's awfully pretty too. So just a little preview of some of the things. Oh, gentlemen, we have a great gents ring. We have a really cool gents ring. This is our star. I don't know, they've got it listed as sapphire, but it's got, hold on, it does not want to come out of the bag. Here, yeah, it's a ruby. It's not a sapphire, it's a star ruby. Unheated, of course. Take a look at this one. We'll come back into normal depth. Yet, yeah, there's nothing as large in my entire collection as that butterfly brooch. Nothing. Nothing's going to give you a size more dramatic than that. So let me know. It's still verifying. Here is our star ruby for the gentlemen or the ladies, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's because it's got this wider style. Again, that's a unisex style. If you're a gal who likes a lot of gold, you can wear it too. And it's got great finishing on the inside to help make it comfortable, even though it's got a lot of gold too. And yet it's going to be our 112-8989. Has a carat 55 on that oval star ruby, plus it's got the diamonds at 40 points, and it's in white gold now, but you can change it because we know rubies look good in yellow gold too. Even, yes, the star variety, the asterism, the phenomenal. So here's what I'll do on this one, and boy, we just motored through a lot of jewelry in the first 56 minutes, haven't we? There's your inside. Let me know if you like this one only. Everything I've had has been onesies. So make sure you're picking them up before they're going to somebody else, because we have a lot of people who always join in on the later side and they review and they pick up those pieces eventually. So there are too many great values to leave them here. It's not a problem with the pieces and it's not a problem with the value. It's a problem with the viewership early on a Saturday in summer. That's how it works. So I know we're also waiting for a big top of the hour. Not everyone's going to get one, but we got it coming up. You'll be ready in 3 minutes. 3-minute countdown is on. If you'd like this one, let's blow it out. It's supposed to be $69.99. Yes. Yeah, I can. The rose gold circle pendant coming up. One more time, you got it. We'll show that one more time here. So the rose gold, remember we only had one of the rose gold pendant. Diamonds and rose gold have been pretty popular of late, so we're definitely seeing the rose gold trending here, and that's the rose gold pendant. So that's what it looks like up close, just so you can see the glittering VS diamonds that you have, the smaller circle within the larger, smaller diamonds within the larger. I love the point of the bail too, the way that kind of feels like a bit of a spike that's going to be, and I don't mean sharp and I don't mean edgy necessarily, it just gives it a little interest, because if that were just a brick or a square or rectangular or really squared off, it would look a little less designer. So that's our rose gold version. That was item number 1113-477, and it's the rose gold 101 in diamonds for $9.99. So it's $8.99 at checkout. The rose gold's gone, white gold is left. Here we go back to our star ruby for the gentlemen or ladies, and that's going to be a better price than the $69.99 is fair when you've got that much gold and a really rare phenomenal gem in the middle, but we are going to take it significantly lower because that's what I got. Let's try to move something before our 2 minutes go by and our top of the hour arrives, and we'll be on that yellow diamond band for a little bit. And then we have got something very special coming up throughout and after the yellow diamond. So if you think you're going to leave after the yellow diamond, there's some great pieces you're going to miss out on too, but stay with us. You'll see everything we got. But here's what I'll do. Instead of even $5,000 or $4,000 or $3,000, $29.99, those prices, the days of seeing gem rings under $3,000 are pretty much gone. What I'm doing is bringing you a better value than that on a brand new ring today, right now. First look at it is happening. And yet it's any gold you want. We're still going to offer to change the gold color for you. So if you're not a fan of white gold, okay, no problem. Give me an extra couple of days. We'll put that stone lovingly into the yellow gold, and then it's perfect. Whatever you want. Even if you wanted rose gold, we can do that as well. That is entirely up to you. So you decide, but it's under $2,500. Happy Saturday, everybody. I'm so glad you're with us. We're live. I'm Lauren Blair. This is going to be our big gents value. It's not even $25. Let's blow it out for $24.99 and make an extra $250 extra off. So you get the big value. Let me know if anybody would like that. It is $22.50. And watch that as it moves, when the light hits the stone at different angles, you see the star move too. That's the beauty of it. Typically you're gonna see one star. We got two lights on it. That's why you're seeing two. So look at that, $22.49. All right, we ready? 30 seconds away. Shall we get the phone lines warmed up, ready to go? It's time. They're going to be blazing. We have got the biggest value in yellow diamonds I have ever brought to you. Last look, 30 seconds. I know, I was just getting ready. I was getting ready to try my yellow diamond. Luckily, I have two to show you, two that are here that are going to be showing you how perfected these are. I have looked at all of them because there's only one choice of gold color. I just still can't get over it. Our consistency, that's why we have so few to go around, because the consistency of these yellow diamonds, you're gonna absolutely lose your mind. The value I have is incredible. So this is our last look at the Star Ruby for the gents or ladies. Last chance, last call. Thanks for being with us today. Top of the hour has now officially arrived. Well, welcome. This is an exciting day. I got to tell you, I got a good 35 pieces that are still here today. If you want to pick up anything from earlier, but I know we're all just waiting. We're thinking, if we're going to shop something, don't I want to shop the biggest value she's got? Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be very exciting. I'm so glad you're with us. Happy Saturday. I hope you're having a wonderful summer. If we're checking in for the first time in a while, welcome on in. This is the way to shop for fine jewelry. And yes, we're still doing fine jewelry. We have not done what everyone else is doing and started to, basically regress into lab grown. We're going the actual opposite direction. We are bringing perhaps maybe the highest quality band ring we've ever had from a perspective of rarity and also from value. So I'm very glad you're with us to see it, because obviously these values are why you watch the show live. I understand that we have busy schedules and we're not always available to sit down and hang out together every single 3-hour segment, but I got to tell you, it is the way to get in on these values. We are a television network by trade. These are values that we bring only to the TV airwaves here, only to the live shows, and it's where limited items do sell out. This is not something you want to sleep on. Definitely not, because there's no other value like it. We just had, interestingly enough, the last couple of days, I did have you all request something which has been a mainstay in our collection. There is a 2-carat white diamond band. You probably saw it in the last couple of days if you joined me on Thursday or Friday nights. We had our 5-stone, 2-carat white diamond round band. It's very beautiful. It's very well priced. So this might give you a hint, because we are giving away some yellow diamonds where we are upgrading. We are upgrading from the white diamonds to the yellows, which actually are from the Argyle mine. How cool is that? That mine has since closed, and it's always been the kind of pinnacle when it comes to any mine. There are several mines across the world that do produce fancy colors of diamonds. Most of them are in Africa. The Argyle mine's a little different. It's out of all places, it was in Australia. So Australia is actually where we have been. It's been the hub, but I say was because the mine is done. It's completely finished, closed. It's been closed for a couple years. So we're really excited to bring you what are Argyle mine stones. This is what the band looks like, by the way, from all the way across the room. So as you enter the restaurant or enter the room or enter the classroom or enter the workplace or enter wherever you go, this is what it's going to look like. Where honestly, you really only need one band, but it's also stackable. It's going to be out of number 1129132. This is no doubt the biggest value I've had in yellow diamonds, where there have been smaller bands and I have done my part to make them a great value on the affordable side. This is a elite high-end level of yellow diamonds because you're getting at least 2 carats 01, which means every single one of the 5 stones is at least 40 points. So that's impressive. 40 pointers are big. Just for reference, we talk about the 1/4 carat average size engagement ring, average size center stones and white diamonds and engagement rings across the country we live in are 1/4 carats. So the fact is you're getting here 40 points times 5 in yellow gold. Gold bands right now are $7,800 for a plain gold band, no diamonds. We had our white diamond version here yesterday. It was a couple hours ago. It was on the air, requested. I wasn't going to bring it out. I don't want to bring it out, but you requested it. I was worried about bringing it out because I was worried, is that going to make yellow diamonds have to be more than white diamonds? And the white diamond band was an incredible value of $3,000. So if we're doing the same thing but upgrading from natural white diamonds to natural yellows, this is really an exciting moment, and I have been working for days to try and make this a special worthy of our top of the hour Saturday deal, which is what it is, and what is going to be a really big head-turning piece for you. So I'm going to show it to you up close. I bet you're anxious to see it. These are all beautiful cushion cuts, and here's the other thing that I want to make clear. Usually, and in the past, when I've had cushion cut yellow diamonds in a band, not only were they smaller, but they were square cushions. What I'm about to show you has a very special elite high level because they're not square. They are all the rectangular, the traditional cushion cuts, which means they have that elongation to them. What that's going to do is always, as you've heard me talk about with any stone, if you have a square cushion, it's going to tend to look a lot smaller than it weighs. When you have the rectangular cushions, they do the opposite. They're actually going to look larger than what they actually weigh, and they're already all those big sizes at 40 points or more. So you've got the big carat weight, you've got the even bigger visual, which is why you're seeing it from a distance away look like that. There's a brightness. These are not dull, they're not brown, they're not orangey, they're not green. They're yellows. Think pure sunshine, if sunshine could glitter. That's what this looks like. Every one of them, look at that. If every one of them, by the way, is just that rectangular cushion, that's also lovely. These are brilliant cuts. So they look almost like radiance. Every individual stone, precision brilliant cut, so you get more of that liveliness to them. So you get the beautiful color, you get the beautiful brilliance, and they're consistently matched. If they weren't or couldn't be, I wouldn't bother making it. Do we have anybody thinking about this one, honestly? I know we're a little bit concerned. 2 carats in yellow diamonds. If my white diamond band, think about it this way. The white diamond band that I brought you a few hours ago, I have it to show you, just in case anyone wants the white diamond version. It's $3 grand. It's $3,000. Yellow diamonds are 100,000 times more rare than white diamonds. They're very important, especially as you get good quality. And I'm not going to bring you dull, hazy, cloudy, ugly stones. Sorry, I won't do it. Even if it means, oh, well, let's cheapen the, I'm not going to do it. That's how everyone has to do it. Oh, we want to get you a value. We're just going to like lower the quality. I don't do that. I will not do that. Instead, what do? I've been working for days to try and bring the value down on the highest end yellow diamond band we've had. So your premiere is now. Get on the phone lines early because they're such huge stones. We don't have many to go around. I loved it. When I had the 1 carat total weight band, which was half the size, we sold a couple hundred. That's a beautiful thing. But I don't have that quantity here because the stones are so large and because they're so tough to get. So are you ready to see it? It is stunning. You can get 2. It's only yellow gold because that's going to be basically showing off. Now, you don't see any gold when you're wearing it. You can probably tell already. You're not going to see any gold. You see just the tips of the prongs. But it's only yellow gold, and it's in your ring size. And if you're new to us, we size for you for free. We ship to you for free. You don't pay a penny of sales tax if you live in any one of the 49 states outside of California. So it's a beautiful thing. There's no hidden subscription fee. There's no premium you pay yearly to subscribe to what we do. This is just straight up value when you're with us. The catch is you got to be with us on the live shows. That's it. That's it. And that's not a lot to ask when we tell you, here's what's coming and here's when it's going to be, and here it is. Take a look at this. This is like truly, it is like glitter sunshine is what it is. If you can imagine micro droplets of glitter sunshine micronized and then compacted into a band that's so beautiful and wearable. Now that's one angle. I want you to watch something. If I tip it up to your eye level, look how bright and rich those stones get. Do you see how they really do? They look like radiance. That's the rectangular, that elongated cushion we love, not that little scrawny square. And that looks a little bit more like, ends up looking like a round. But that, when you see this second one, this is the same identical ring in the same identical colors, but you see the true color, and I want everyone to understand this because it's just a function of how our set operates. This is how our set is built and how our little wheel is in perspective to our cameras. That one on top that I'm holding right there, that one. So this one you see pops up, looks the same, right? Looks that beautiful bright yellow. I want you to see this is the color. They're the same color in the stones, but this is just a little better, brighter perspective because you're looking straight on into it. Who's with us? We've got one caller thinking about it. Who is that, Jason? Are they concerned at all with the price tag? Because I know the first thing I thought when I heard 2-carat whopper of a yellow diamond band, I was worried I was going to have to convince everyone to spend 10 grand. Right here on this show. Yeah. Oh, Marcia or Marcia. Let me know how it is if it's Marcia. And what about you, Zine? Do you have somebody as well? Okay, so we've got a couple of our M gals. We got Mary out there on the line. Are we worried about $99.99? Don't be. I got a value for you. That's why I work so hard behind the scenes to bring these values down, because I am your advocate in shopping. I am your advocate in getting you values. I want everyone to experience the beauty, the rarity, and the natural wonder that is yellow diamonds. These nitrogen-based by nature, these incredible stones that we did not heat, we did not irradiate, we don't touch them. It's faceting. Faceting and then setting them in that band. It's not going to be $99.99. Remember our white diamond band with the same size stones in rounds in regular white diamonds, which are a dime a dozen. It's expensive to get big white diamonds, but it's also going to be something I'm never going to run out of. I could make hundreds, thousands, keep making them every day, all day, I could make them forever. This is the exact opposite. The mine that we're interested in closed 2 years ago. Plus, this is the only connection we had. And the reason this value is good to begin with is that this is one of the most, I'll just say it, he's the best. Sorry. To everyone else, I know a lot of great diamond wholesalers. This is the best when it comes to color. He supplied a green diamond to a very famous actress when she got engaged a couple of years ago. He supplies the best. He has a collection. He's been in the business for generations, much like we have, and he's really, really just works with the finest. So it's a great relationship we have. And when we need a great deal, he comes to us, we go to him, it works really well. These are stones that are essentially, why their 40 points are larger is because they're all just shy of 50. So there won't be a 50 pointer, but they can be 49 and 48 and 47.5 pointers that you have, which is why we say minimum. So if you get, I don't know, 48 pointers throughout, that's fine. You're getting a lot more carat weight. But the reason we got the deal is because they weren't quite 50 points. And when he's out there making the big stud earrings that are 1 carat yellow diamond studs that you'll see in the catalogs this Christmas time for that huge designer, they need to have 50 pointers. By the way, they're going to charge over, I'm not even kidding you, this is like the big posh present for the year. They're going to charge over $60,000 for the 1 carat yellow diamond studs. That would be 2 of these that are just maybe a point or 2 larger. Anything that wasn't 50 points, he said, here's a few, it's a little collection, let me give you a value. And quite frankly, he's got a big profit margin with them because they're getting 60 grand for the earrings, so we get the great value. We work directly, and we get every stone that's a little bit shy of 50 points, which is what gives us the value to make an opportunity like this happen today. Please don't spend $99.99. As much of a value as that is, and of course being 10% off today, we're going to go less. Take a look at it. We've got a great band here. I want to show you on the hand here as well. And if you haven't dialed in, you might want to, because that's how limited it is, and it will not be $99.99, and it will not be even $49.99. And watch this, guys. I'm going to do a quick little switcheroo and go this one on the bottom and this one on the top. And do you see how, yeah, no matter which one I do, it's just the brighter stones are at the top because that's the proper angle to see face up into the stones. So your band is going to look like that. The one that's sitting up, that just gives me, and if I know it kind of sits a little wobbly because it's got those baskets behind it, but that's what it's going to look like. Now I'm going to try one on for you as well. And yes, you've got those amazing stones here, all those really good, again, completely stunning. I'm not going to make it $49.99. It will not be. You will not pay. We've already on halvesies on it. Remember this band? Let me show it to you. Those of you, and maybe there's going to be a couple people that want the white diamond band, and that's A-okay. We've got this diamond band in the rounds, in the white diamonds right there. But that looks to me a bit like, okay, like bands we've seen before, a little bit pedestrian compared to what we have here, because we're going that high grade. You know that band? Same diamond weight, rounds, a little more commonplace, and that's going to be what, $3,000? What if we took this down to just $39.99 and you only pay a tad bit more for these really important cushion cuts in such an incredible color? We're getting very busy on the phone lines, I might add, because once we hit $49.99, the floodgates open. Everybody wants to get. And Risa, yes. So here's what we're going to do. We have all really just, I mean, this is it, guys. This is it. This is the moment to get one, even if you're going, I never thought about owning a yellow diamond. Now's the time, and get 5. If you never thought about owning a band ring, now's the time. You wear it every day. This is the classic style of jewelry to wear. Everybody can, everybody will. You cannot go wrong with a band. And let me tell you, elegance there. They look like radiance. They're that elongated, and they're only in yellow gold. So the choice to make is your size, half, quarter, full size, 3/4 size, whatever you need. We will make it perfect. Mine's a size 5.5. Here's what we have for you. And look at how it sits right across. So we've almost got halfway sold out on the band. And we don't even have the final price up there. And we got a lot of interest and more people coming in. And what if we take it down? This is something else here. Your 10% off is applied, by the way. Brand new, sure. Doesn't matter. We're still taking 10% off. What if I take this from $4,000 to $3,000 and we match the price on the super high-end yellow diamonds and match the price where you could get the white diamond ring, or you can go higher end and you can get the yellow diamond upgrade for $29.99 for the band. And then it comes No. You know what? This is a live show. I'm not liking what I'm seeing here. I'm not. That's a value. $300 off, $26.99. Andy, I'm going to need you to work some magic. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'm going to have him delete the cost out of the system right now. I have an agreement that if I need to do this, we need to do this. That's the price. We don't have enough callers on the line, which means I haven't made you happy, satisfied. We've got 5 bands. I need a few more callers. Then we'll be sold out and we're done. We'll move on. We'll show you the round Tanzanite, show you anything you want to see. But I'm not going to do $29. I thought that's a deal. Same price as white diamonds, $300 off. You get the same carat weight as this band, but you get the yellows, which are an upgrade. That's the most obvious statement I will make. And they're natural. One thing for our new shoppers out there, I don't show treated diamonds. Only diamonds I've ever had here that are treated are the black diamonds. That's it, black diamonds. But they're always treated, they're irradiated. I have one every 6 months. Had one last night. There's my 6-month quota. This is natural. Natural color, beautiful brilliance. Do you see a flaw? Do you see an inclusion? Do you see anything that's dull or lifeless or too brown or too green? Most yellow diamonds fall to the green side. Then they look a little, not a big fan. These are bright. You want them to look like sunshine, which is why the sun's up there. Just to remind you of how bright a yellow can be. Sunshine yellow, it's happy, it's vibrant. Do you believe in color therapy? Do you believe in color as an antidote to seasonal affective disorder that we're not experiencing now because it's summertime? You probably saw some sunshine, but you know when it comes into November and December and January and February and those dull down days of winter, there's just something so vibrant and happy. Color is amazing. Color is amazing, and it can be very therapeutic, and you're adding color in the most high-end, posh of ways. And you know what? I don't think we're loving this as much as I expected. So while we're halfway sold out, I'm going to do even better on the price, so don't anybody hang up. If you already said yes, you're going to get the better price too. But I'm going to make it even better than $29.99 and still take 10% off, which right now gives you $300 of savings. That's the white diamond band. I'd say wait on that. We can always get you a white diamond band. I will have them for as long as I do this. If you see me shopping, whether I'm at a store, whether I'm in an auction house, I've got a big auction coming up later, later this month. So whether I'm auctioneering an auction at Sotheby's, whether I'm talking on TV, or whether I'm, working behind a counter of a high-end couture, think my standing days might be over though. I don't know. Standing in this job, I don't know. I might say my standing days are over. I can't stand 9 hours a day anymore. But here's what we're going to do here. Wherever we sell jewelry from here on out, and jewelry's only getting more expensive, gold's getting more pricey, I will never have a value like this. And for as long as we know, diamonds, all natural diamonds, colors of diamonds are getting more expensive and more exotic and worth more than what you're paying right now today. And it's only going to increase as you love it and wear it. And it's not going to be $29.99. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you the value. Everybody who wants one, you've got one. Think about getting two if you want to gift one. What about your mom who loves jewelry, your sister who loves jewelry, your best friend who loves jewelry, your whoever? This is the ring to get. I know there's a lot of resellers out there. They're going to be getting as many as they can because it's not going to be 29 or 28 or 27. And now I'm just going lower. I'm like, if you guys saw my white diamond band at this price, we'd have 300 people on the phone lines. Now we've upgraded you, getting you something so much more rare, and it's less money than the white diamond band that I brought you last night and the night before by request. And now we get to bring you something with more prominence, more width to it, more gold, way more opulent in the diamond quality, and you're not paying 27 or 26 or $25.99. You want a discount? I've got you a discount. We're getting much busier on the phone lines. We're now backed up. This is going to be it, guys. Not even $25.99. What if we go to $2,499, get you under $2,500, give you a huge discount of 10%. And wait a minute, let's go even lower than that because I'm on a roll here. I really want you to have this. And if this is my last day of hosting, that's fine. You can say that I spent the best money I've ever spent on jewelry on that Saturday because I got the deal in yellow diamonds. It's fine. I want you to have it. I want you to experience it. And when you see the consistency and that nature of beautiful vibrance like this, you're going to absolutely thank me. You will. I might get even a handwritten note. I might get a nice email. You might even write something kind on social media like, you know what, I'm glad I was there that day. I'm really glad she lowered the price so I could afford it. Here's what I'm going to do. Better than 24. Who wants one? So we're getting a little busy and we're almost sold out. We're almost sold out, and I've decided that's not my best price. And $29.99 was my best price. And now I'm $500 back to you. And then $250 back to you. Do you follow along? We're doing a lot of discounting here. So there's no excuse not to get one at this point. And look at that ring. Because if you want one, you got to get one. Operators, you got two. I saw you. Okay, so we got two over there. So Ronald's taken two. We've got Marsha taking one. We've got Mary taking one. We've got, who is it? Heather's getting two. I'll tell you what, guys, we're not going to do 24. I'm not going to do it. This is what it looks like again on the hand. I mean, compare it to the regular white diamond band that is $3,000. And I've sold this ring. I sold this ring last night. I sold it Thursday night. There's the white diamond band next to it. That's $3,000. I'd rather you see, I'd like to see you get the yellow diamond. Get the yellow diamond, get so much more rarity, that usual dressier cut. It's not even 24. And you don't need to be going anywhere fancy to wear it. It's a band. I know it's a lot of great diamonds, but it doesn't mean you got to put on the ball gown and a beautiful diamond collar and go put on the stilettos and go to a royal ball. You're going to wear that every day. That's a wedding band. That's a pinky ring. That's wherever you want to wear it. You could even stack it or use it as ring guards if you're getting two. And it's not 24 or 23 or 22. I mean, is there really any reason not to get one at this point? Or have I convinced you yet that this is maybe the best value in yellow diamonds ever, 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 ever? Because we've basically been seeing that price on half this size and more. Oh, and by the way, the finishing. Oh, yeah. You're worried now. Well, what's it now look like from the inside? Look at how we finished that ring. It's not 22. Hold on. Because I know at $22.99, you know what that means. Just a smidge over two. You know what, guys? Here's what I'm going to do. Joanne, don't do my job for me. Because I'm up here. She goes, it's 24. She hasn't even said, she's going, it's $24.99. Look what I've done. I have my operators telling everybody it's $2,500 when I'm going even lower than that. Please get on the phone lines. Very, very limited. It's going to sell out. It's not going to be 22 or 21. So I just got the confirmation of the thumbs up. We are good. We have erased the cost in the system so that we can place these orders. I don't want to make our operators do hand orders. That takes too long. So here's what we're doing. We have gotten rid of the cost in the system so that I can make this adjustment as I have from where it should have been to where it was to now where it's going. Not 21, not $2,099. Take one if you can get one. All I can say is at this point, it's kind of must-have territory on the yellows if you've ever wanted yellow diamonds. And try it because you will love it. I have fallen in love with yellow diamonds. I think it's where we excel more than any other category in what we do here on this network. And it's not going to be $2,000. this is where you need to go. I'll make it $1,999. There's 200, two more going out. Somebody just took two. Most people on the lines are taking two. Who else got two? So we've got, okay, so we have another caller. I'm going to find out who that is, getting two. You got two. Here's the deal. You saved $200 off that price. So it is, this is $17.99. Mind blown. Take a look at it right now. We've got a few left, and that's it. And it's one time, one shot. Don't look for it online later. You're not going to find it because it's here now at this $17.99 price until it, how many? 3. One caller? Different call. What's up? Which one? The pear shape or the cushions? Beautiful. I mean, it won't, like they're a little different shape, so they'll stack. That's a great question, Shirley. Shirley just picked up one. She said, how's it going to stack? We had a 1 carat cushion back in the day, not all that long ago, actually. It would stack well. It's going to be, obviously, your cushion cut squares, the 1 carat is going to be smaller, and it's going to be more narrow. This one's longer and more wide, so if that makes sense. So it's good, but it would still work. You know what I would do, Shirley, is get 2 of this one and put the cushion in the middle. That would look really good if you can handle 3 rings at once. But that is what I would do to really just kind of really make it look even and symmetrical and balanced. So if you did, that's a great question. If you picked up the smaller 1 carat version we had a while back, if you got the smaller cushion cuts or the smaller pear shapes, yeah, experiment, play with them together, stack. Isn't that the beautiful thing about jewelry? No rules. There aren't, and you realize this is $17.99. No one's paying $19.99. You're getting it for $17.99 instead, which means, I was just thinking about, what if you do want to get 2? Getting 2 would be $600 more than one was supposed to be. Look at that. Because truly, that was supposed to be $29.99, and then I saw that, I think my Saturday crowd wanted a little bit better. So I'm up here doing that for you. Let's show you different ways to wear it. I'm going to borrow the second one here, and that's, again, the color. That's what it's going to look like. Oh, I got a fingerprint on that one. Sorry. I have been wearing these for a while, and I have been playing with them and trying them on different fingers of the hand. Let me show you. I only have a size 5.5 or 6 here, so it's going to be a little tough to put on some of the fingers, but just to show you, pinky ring, obviously ring finger here. I mean, I would say, and it doesn't sit up too high either. There it is from the side profile, so I think you could wear it as a thumb ring if you want. This is probably going to be too small a ring size to go on the middle finger, but I could try, and there we go. So that's what it would look like on the middle finger. Index finger would be great too, and then of course you could try it right here. Let me do that right now. Here it is as a fabulous thumb ring. That would work too. Why not? Can you imagine? I got a 2 carat yellow diamond thumb ring, and by the way, it's a minimum. So if you decide to take out your stones one day and you want to have don't do it at home. Don't use your pliers unless you're a very skilled jeweler. But if you take out the stones one day and you discover that, oh my gosh, I actually got like 2 carats 30, that's okay. Please understand, we are giving you at least 201. 201 was the smallest. We literally meticulously set each and every one by hand so that we know what each and every carat weight is. So the smallest, which is what I have here, are the 201s. And then they go up from there because, like I said, there can be stones here that are up to 49 points. Not going to change the look or the shape. It's not going to change the dimension. It's just about being heavier in the stone itself. So it's really about just, again, that's a minimum carat weight. So if you decide one day to take all those stones out and weigh them, you're going to find that you may get even like 2 carats 25 or 239 or whatever it is, depending on your individual band. But that is such an impressive value, $17.99 for the band. We're going to give it 60 seconds. It's almost gone, and it's our last call. And if you do want the white diamond band, we do have that available still. It's been popular the last 2 nights on the show. And that diamond band with 2 carats of white diamond round brilliance is $29.99. And yes, I will honor the discount on that as well. So for $2,700, you can get this band. You can get the white diamond band. You could also pair them up. I wouldn't mind seeing the white diamonds, and which you may already have, in between or next to a yellow diamond band. So play with it, mix and match them as you like, but that is a heck of a value. And sometimes I just got to do what I got to do and deal with the ramifications of it later. But you get the value. As long as you're happy, I'm happy. That's really why I stand up here every day to do this, is to make sure that we can allow great jewelry bands to happen like this. So really, really, really stunning, and enjoy it. So really impressive. And that's going to be all fantastic material. Really, really beautiful. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you wear it very, very often. It's going to be really an important piece. So that's going to be, just look at that, stunning. $17.99. It's going to be one of your favorites, and I do think it's going to be that go-to. Like, there are certain pieces in our collection that we wear every day without fail. I call them the kitchen sink rings, because even though that tends to imply everything but the kitchen sink, I'm talking about more the ones that don't ever go back into the jewelry box, where you typically formally store your jewelry. I know that with my pieces that I wear day in and day out, they don't tend to make it all the way upstairs into the vault. They just don't, and I probably should be better about that. But sometimes, just, you know, again, when you're on the go 24/7, they tend to be on the, you know, the little, you know, the table in the foyer. They're on the sink in the powder room. They're at the kitchen sink, where that's where they reside, because they never really hang out at home. They never really hang out in a safe. They're the ones you're wearing, and isn't that a beautiful thing? I mean, there's a lot of pieces that I don't know how many times are we going into the safe, or that big vault we have, or that jewelry, what have you. Wherever you store your jewelry, whatever your system is, not a lot of opportunities to, you know, go up and, you know, necessarily, those are the pieces we save for a special occasion. These are the workhorses. These are the ones, when you think about a price per wear, I think about, well, if you wore it just every day for 1 year, think about what that would be per wear. And again, we all know the rule of jewelry. We wear all of the few pieces we wear all the time, right? So they always say we wear 20% of our jewelry 80% of the time. Okay, that probably differs based on the person, but the point is well taken about classics are classics. You know what you live in, you know what your daily lifestyle looks like. Maybe your lifestyle's changed a bit over the years, and maybe you're not, you know, if you're not necessarily, you know, going out in the workplace every day and getting all dressed up, maybe you are retired, maybe you're living a more leisurely life, maybe you're enjoying the golden years. Perfect. Beautiful yellow diamonds for the golden years of life. Perfect. But you deserve the best, and it's still going to be, I don't care if you're not even leaving the house. There's a great appropriate ring to be wearing, and I think as a wedding band or a wedding set, if you are needing to, if you know those gals who are getting married and they've already got the engagement ring, and then, oh my goodness, they're going to be blindsided when they realize, I got to get a band to go with it now to put next to the engagement ring. Well, why couldn't it be yellow diamonds? They still pair up well with everything else too. So take a look at it one more time. We've got our $17.99, our final call on this one, 60 seconds left, and then we'll move right along. And oh, thank you, Kathy, so much. I'm glad you got one. Enjoy it. And I'll keep updated here with our 55 seconds left, how we're doing on that $17.99 band. And thank you to everybody too. I know a lot of you got two. Zine, what's up? How many did you get? Are you? And who got it? Was our requester by chance or somebody else? It was. That's Glenn. Hi, Glenn. Well, thank you so much. I'll put that aside for you with a lot of tender, loving care and with my best wishes, because that truly is one of my favorites. So enjoy that butterfly brooch. That's gone as well. And then, of course, anything else you want to check on availability from hour number one. We are halfway through our show today, so if there's anything else we can bring out for you, but we got plenty to look at going forward, including, I know you got a sneak peek of this earlier. I couldn't help it, and I brought that out to play, and that is one of the most, I mean, that feels like divine intervention there. That just is something special in the blue wing. We also have some great earrings. I love a good earring, but I know that Tanzanites are tough to do, and thank you so much. If you need one, check and see. We're going to let you know when those sell out, but this is going to be an earring that takes a little finesse to set up. But once it is, look at that. Okay, this is what happens every time. There's all these moving parts and these hinged pieces. So they like to be on your ear, not on a little jewelry turntable. But I'll do my best here. And eventually, there they go. So this is the trillion cut Tanzanite drop earring. We're going to have that round in the ring shortly here. But I did want to show you, since there's a lot of you saying, can you bring out the earrings? That's what we're so excited to see more of. It's going to be a tough task going forward to bring more earrings, of course, because, well, they're pretty fabulous, and they do take two, so it's a little tougher to make earrings when you're matching up the best of the best in Tanzanite. But we have accomplished that today and bringing you this gorgeous look where it is think of it like an elongated diamond shape, then your trillion at the base, and then of course this lever back style, which makes it super easy and secure, and a little bit of length. But guys, these are not, I heard somebody say the other day, like, oh, I'm worried. I had a 1.5 inch, and they said those are going to touch my shoulder. A 1.5 inch will not touch your shoulder. A 2 inches will not touch your shoulder. I have never had an earring here that's going to hit your shoulder. Never. Those are in the trade called shoulder dusters, and I've never had an earring that long here. So I wear, these are about 2.5. I actually measured them the other day. I thought that they were 2 inches. They're actually 2.5. So those are 2.5. It gives you plenty plenty of room. So yeah, you're good to go. I'm not going to bring you those earrings that, wind chimes are beautiful, but they're for the backyard on the patio or the gazebo, not for your ears. They were in the 80s, but again, wear what you like, but there's nothing that's going to be ever, I don't want anything that's disruptive to your daily life, like where it's tangling in hair. That's just not practical. This is a longer earring than what we typically do, but it's not oversized. Of course, I try them on, so you'll get the better idea when you see them on, but I just want to make it clear, like nothing's going to hit your shoulder here, guys. We're doing fine jewelry. So leave that to the costume kitty stuff that's in the kiosks at the mall. Do malls still exist? I don't know if we have any more. I don't know. Not out here. I don't think we have any more. But here we go. This is going to be 1129158. It's going to be our 2 carat 36 in the trillion. So that's your total weight in the Tanzanites, 26 points in the diamonds. And let me just show you all the different views, because I always do that, because I'm never going to leave you guessing. I'm not going to do that to you. I'm trying to be, I pride myself in being a thorough presenter so that I don't leave you with any questions, and certainly there should never be a surprise when you get it at home, unless it's, oh my gosh, those are prettier than I even thought. That should be the only surprise you ever encounter when it comes to TVON jewelry. And that is what I hear so often on Tanzanite is, wow, those looked really gorgeous and they looked hot on TV, but they're even better in person. Yes, they are. They are. TV does not do justice to any of us, but take a look at that. That's going to be 1 3/4. Hi, Jason. What's going on over there? Oh, my goodness. Nice to hear from him. How's he doing? Did he get a yellow diamond band? Did he? Hey, Ignacio. Wonderful. I'm so glad. I hope your summer's been good. I hope it's been really nice. I hope it's been relaxing, enjoyable. That's wonderful. All right, so I'm going to pop one of these on. You saw that 1 3/4 length, lever back style, super easy. And this will be, okay, party people, we're ready. We're ready for a big old value. I know it follows the yellow diamond, so it kind of tends to be that piece. I got to really go to town on this value, because we're all comparing it to the biggest value of the day, and we're looking for something special here in an earring. And I think a lot of you, I know, have been asking me for more Tanzanite earrings. This is it. Obviously, we've done our fair share of studs for a while. Nice to see something really fresh and new like this. I don't even know. Did I get on my piercing? Who knows? Yes, I did. Okay. I never know until I see. But that is really, it's like, yeah, it's feel your way through. But look at how gorgeous this is with that drop. So again, long way to go here till we hit the shoulder. So I wouldn't concern too much about that. As far as where they're going to hit, they're going to be basically right there, hitting about 1 inch below the jawline, at least on me. So again, and don't have the most defined jawline in the world. Because again, you're not going to find me going under the knife, but there it is. That's it right there. So a beautiful look. We can do white gold or yellow gold or rose gold, by the way. So we'll go back up close here, and that's going to be, you know what? Let's do this. I really love them. I think they're super cool, but they also have a $49.99 price, and that's a little more than I want to do after our big special. So what I want to do is take this down even lower, and shall we just have some fun with them? What if I put them on the auction block and let you decide? Just to see if we still have an audience with us, because I know not everyone sticks around with me after those yellow diamond bands. Some of you have done your shopping and have left for the day. The rest of us get to see even more exquisite value going forward. And I'll make this better than even $4,000 to start, $3,000 to start. I'm loving $25,000. I really like $2,000. Let's go $2,000 to start with a $10 increment. And yes, you will still save 10% extra off your auction win. So how do you participate in an auction here? Well, it's really simple. It's the same thing you would have to do to place any order on anything at all, which is dial that phone number. It is the only way. We don't have a TVON app. We probably never will. I mean, never say never, but unlikely. We'll work on that after we get our lights to stay on. We'll work on our TVON app. But for now, you got to pick. I know, it's old school. It's like old, but isn't that nice sometimes to go back? Like, let's pretend it's nostalgic. It's nostalgic to pick up the phone and call somebody. We're doing that. So $2,000. Yes. You know what? Tony, how about this? Got to make sure we keep everybody engaged here, because we still have like 1 hour and 25 minutes to go. What if we go under 2? 19, 18, 17, 16? $1,500 to start on what's going to be a carat 20 almost in each of your trillions, looking fabulous, and let's see, $1,500 to get it going. $10 increments only. And a lot of gold incorporated in as well. So here we are, 60 seconds, let's do it. 60 seconds to get it started. No open yet. I think there's still yellow diamond bands going out. Seeing, is that what you're doing? Yellow diamond band? Jason, you're getting a yellow diamond band? And Andy's getting, okay, yellow diamond bands are still going out the door. Well, the good news is that means we still have them, so that's great. Bad news is no open on this one. Well, okay, 30 seconds left. See if we've got maybe someone trying to get in here with that delay. Don't forget, we have so many special pieces that are still available from earlier. A lot of pieces. That gorgeous Ametrine, big men's star ruby, the diamond pendant we saw with a carat plus in diamonds for under $900. And here we go. Wait a minute. We still have no open. I won't accept it. I'm not going to take no for an answer on this hearing. And then we got the big ones. The big ones are going to be more like 14,000. So I've got drops that are bigger, yes. They're going to give you 9 carat 60 in size, but they are going to be more like 15 grand. So, you know, 15 grand versus 1,500, big difference there. Do we have the open at $1,500? You know what, Andy, I see you saying maybe. I'll tell you what I'll do. I don't know if this is going to help anything, but we do have a caller who's verifying on the open. So what I'm going to do is this. Let's take it even lower than 1,500 and see if we can get a lot of people in. Because my goal with auctions is always to, you know, get everybody in, give everybody a chance, a real fighting chance to get in on this amazing, amazing Tanzanite drop. And with the diamonds and a lot of gold. Do I not have a diamond weight? My apologies. 26 points. All pave. Elongated, think of like the stretch of a diamond, like playing cards, like the diamond on a playing card, but stretched and elongated. So it is, I'm not going to start at 15. This is a big problem. Let's see if 1,400 gets a little more activity. 14, every little bit counts. Still saving you 10% extra off your win. So the price you bid wouldn't even be the price you pay no matter what, because it's always going to go backwards 10% off everything, including auctions. And I have no business doing an auction on a summer Saturday. No business, because I know this is the mid, this is, who cares? This is industry insider stuff. You guys don't care. But it is interesting in terms of an auction because the middle of August is the most downtime of the year. I've been doing this a long time. Mid-August, tricky time. People are just busy. So like the normal people, the big crowd that we usually have on a Saturday afternoon, not everybody's here. It just means you get the benefit of very little competition. And 1,400 open, does it help? No. I'll tell you what, here's my last final offer. I'll do $1,300 to open it up. We'll give you 10% off if you win it. It's only a $10 increment as well. Take a look at it one more time. And 1,300 to get, now I suppose they wanted to go 15, so they're probably cool with 13. I would imagine that is going to go. We have the open at $1,300. Of course we do. I don't know, just thought it helped. That's $200 extra on me. And then you get to take another, I don't know, 130 right now if you win it at 13. Whether that happens, I don't know. But that's why we do these auctions live. You've got one chance to get in. Is that supposed to be auctioned off? No. Is it supposed to be $1,300? No. It's supposed to be $5,000 for the pair. We're just trying something a little bit different here to try and bring everybody back from the yellow diamond fray. What else are we going to show? Paraiba, yeah. The round Tanzanite, yes. I can show you the bigger drops. If you want to see the 960s in emerald cuts that are 15,000, I can bring those out gladly. Happy to do that for you. So, okay. No? All right. 1,300 we have. So we've got 13. I'm going to give it 2 minutes. We got to give it 2 minutes. Otherwise, people get mad because they go, I didn't know you were ending the auction. That surprised me. Yes. We're good? Okay. No message. I thought it got a little hand raised back there. Do we have 13 or 1310? Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to give it 2 minutes and then we know. 2 minutes. Whoever's got the top bid in 120 seconds. And let me remind you, there's a big delay. So you want to dial in on the early side so you can be sure and get in. Because if you dial after the auction's over, nothing I can do. Could you imagine if you got like one in auction and then we say, oh, never mind, we're going to go back and like keep the, no. So once the auction's over, it's over, which is in 2 minutes time. And with that delay, it's just a reminder how important it is to dial in early so that you're in to participate, because once it's already sold, they're gone. I can't bring them back even if you offer me $1 million more. I mean, it's tempting, but no, I can't do it. I can't do it. So let's take a look. $1 million, no. Take a look at that. That's at 13. We're looking for more. It's a $10 increment only, and then you get a 10% off. I always like to say there's a difference between $10 and 10%. Yeah. Really? Hi, Diane. Diane's calling from Oregon. Oh, I love it up there, especially this time of year. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I love it. Oh, how beautiful. Last June, I got a teeny tiny little, I had to go to I got the pleasure of going to a relative's wedding, and I actually went. I've missed every family wedding ever. So it was nice. And oh, it was in Oregon, and it was so fabulous. So hi, Diane. Welcome from Oregon. She purchased one of our yellow diamonds. And brand new shopper. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I love your state. Here we are. I've got a lot of family who live up there, so I know. Always the place I want to go visit more than anywhere else. But here we go. 13, and do we have anybody wanted to take it a little step higher? We got a minute to figure it out. You've got still time to call in. Let's see if Zine is verifying. Anybody verifying? Jason, you verifying on this auction? Anybody else on the earrings? You can change the gold. I mentioned that, I think, earlier. You can change it. I said you could do the yellow or you could do the rose, so that is an option, so don't let that deter you. I know that's going to be, oh boy, hustle in the next 40 seconds. If that was the deal breaker and you really want the yellow gold, you can do it. Actually, when I say you can, you just tell us what to do. We do it. We do the work. We spend the money, and then you still pay the same teeny price. So you can have yellow gold, you can have rose gold, you can have the white gold. The white gold's going to be easy for us. They're already made in the white gold. But if you want to change it, we take those stones out, put them in the yellow gold version of the mounting instead, and then it's perfect for the way you want it. Your preference is what we care about. So your preference is our preference. So again, you don't have to leave them in the white gold. As it says, you can get the yellow or the rose. So just hear me out on that. 20 seconds remaining. If that was all a deal breaker for you and you were just staring up there at that WG going, oh, darn it, I like yellow. That's okay. Please, please let me know if that's what you'd like. We'll do that, no extra charge, okay? No sizing is needed, but you do need to have an ear pierced, and I've had enough shoppers that love our earring values so much that they didn't have a piercing until they fell in love with my earrings, and then they went out and got one. Because, you know, for 4 weeks of healing time, it's worth it. And it's, you know, never too late. I think we say it's never too late. It's never too late to start over. It's never too late in life. You can always, you know, we get every beautiful blessing that we get a new, fresh start of a new day. That's a new opportunity. So listen to me sounding all life coachy. Maybe that's what I need to do. Oh, goodness. I don't know. It's true, though. That's true. That's true. It's hard to look at it that way sometimes. We get so caught up and busy in the fray of life, just getting through. I know a thing or two about that. But here we are. 13. Anybody want to go 13, 10 or more? Anybody else? Last chance, last call. I know I would expect a little bit of madness now that I said, oh, yeah, you can change the gold color. So here we are. 13, 10. You got it? Sold. Congratulations. We'll move right along. I do want to show you a pretty dynamic emerald cut green tourmaline that was not a mirage. We did flash it earlier. And so I know there's a big delay. I don't know what is going on with our broadcast. I might need to call DirecTV. I don't know if it's just, maybe it's not just the satellite. Maybe it's the cable viewers. I don't know if we're really running like two cans on a string at this point because the delay has been enormous of late. And I'm not sure what. It used to be like 65 seconds. Now it's like 3 minutes. I don't know what's going on. But that is a great, congratulations. It's a great value. All right, so let's talk about what we can do in a tourmaline. This is one of the, well, there was one last night that I'm still perplexed by because it's still here. It's a Congolese blue green. This is really pure green, but there's so many different colors of green. I mean, I could probably sit here and we could play a game of just list different types of green and we could probably go on for 5 minutes. But this is a really interesting color. It's not olive. It's not really emerald green. It's not grass green. It's almost like it is a subtle blue, but you don't see it. Does that make sense? Like there's something magical about this stone, and yet it's bright open color. It's 112-9152. And I just think that is a really stunning example of what we love to see in a green tourmaline. It's a 508. Remember, this is a type 3 stone, so unusual to see that kind of clarity in a tourmaline. Of course, it is a bridge which shows that off. See, the designers, they're always thinking. They're thinking. They got their thinking caps on. They're like, if we're going to have a stone and go, wow, that's a bright, gorgeous green tourmaline, and hey, it's clean. We love a green, clean tourmaline. Is lean too. No, it's not really lean. It's a 508, but it's got diamonds at 76 points, and they're running underneath. So the beauty of it is you get to see that suddenly they look like green diamonds because the green glow is cast onto the diamonds below it, but you also have that, where you're seeing from angles, look at that, I'm seeing diamonds through the stone. Because my fantasy has always been, can we find a way with technology, if we can man-make diamonds out there, and supposedly make them the same. If we can do that, can't we just, let's find a way to set stones within. There's one of my favorite designers out there, because I can like designers too. I mean, I'm an equal opportunity jewelry lover. I like a lot of designs in jewelry, and I'm not shy of sharing that. And sometimes I like different designers for different things. Like I like this designer's pendants, but I like this designer's bracelets, but I'm not into the ring, whatever. You get to like what you like. The beauty of it is though, I think that the idea, I've always had this fantasy about, is there a way we could somehow like set diamonds in? A lot of great designers out there, well, one in particular, H. Stern, will put diamonds underneath, like this. They kind of came up with that concept where they'll put their signature star and they'll set it in diamonds, and then they'll put the tourmaline, it's usually a tourmaline or an amethyst or a quartz over, and then you can see the star through it. It's like, I've always had this fantasy of, could we put somehow diamonds inside? Best we can really do is give a stone a diamond cutting to make it flash like a diamond. Here is really the closest thing, where a very designer element, the diamonds run underneath, there's space between, so you get that beautiful look like there are diamonds inside the stone. So come on over, and it wouldn't happen that way if it wasn't a clean tourmaline, so we got that going. So that's our 76-point diamond weight, one only. Change the gold if you'd like to. Brand new right now. It's your first look. And isn't that a stunner? And I also want to make it very, very, very affordable. And Andy, you'll give me an update on the bands if we're sold out, because I do want to, I am wearing them. So people will probably tune in, especially in the next 10 minutes or so. At the top of the hour, they're going to tune in and see me wearing that band and go, oh, let me get the diamond. I forgot this is Yellow Diamond Band Day. So I want to make sure we have any left. Otherwise, I'll take it off. But this is the 508. Yeah. Oh, really? The yellow and white diamond one? Very good. Just one? Oh, okay, so we had the zigzag band from yesterday also going from earlier, well, last night, so just a few hours ago. Thank you. All right, so here's what we're gonna do on this fabulous piece, because there has got to be a lover of tourmaline that's saying, that's my ring. That's my baby right there. That's my ring. Let me try it on for you. Again, there's your side profile view. It's the juiciest, brightest. I'm trying to figure out what in nature to liken it to, because there is a blue. I'll just tell you, I got it out of the light when I just picked it up to put it on, as I always do. And I always evaluate it for a brief moment before I put it on, and it had a lot more blue coming through when it's out of the TV lights. So keep that in mind. You're going to see a little bit more blue than I think is showing on your monitor at home. So that's just something to keep in mind. Great stone. Beautiful dynamic emerald cutting here. Should be 79. Yeah, thank goodness it should. That's a suggestion when it's the Sizzling Summer Savings Sale event. That's just a suggestion, then it's like, Lolo, go do your thing. So here we are with this gorgeous ring, and that is just blinding. I mean, seriously, you may want to have your sunglasses out for that one. And we're gonna make this better than 79. It's gonna be just one easy deal. First caller gets it, $3,299. And you know why I did that? Because, well, it's a heck of a value, but it's also going to be $329 off. So it's going to be under $3,000 when you decide to pick that up. So a big, big value there. Congratulations if you get it. Zine, do you have a request? Or are you picking up a last yellow diamond? Are you talking about the Tanzanites that are already sold? Are we going to show things that are already sold? Okay, that's a big, big no-no, but I'll do it. They're already sold. But I'll just, are you talking about like on the ear or up close, or how do they need to see that style? Oh, okay. The earring here. This is gone, sold. Congratulations again. I'm just showing them for, some people want to see designs, take pictures, whatever. I've had a lot of people who literally say, do you mind? Because usually jewelry stores will frown upon this. Have you ever gone into a store and you get your camera out and they say, oh, no, that's not allowed? Yeah, that's something I do allow, because how am I going to stop you? Yeah, some people have said, I'm going to copy your design. Go ahead. I mean, how am I going to stop anyone from doing that? But it's kind of, again, those beautiful inventive designs we see. All right, so let's go back to our tourmaline. That was just a quick flash of something that's already sold, but this is going to be $32.99. And of course, are we still waiting on that round Tanzanite? Is there anybody interested in that big round Tanzanite, 7 carats plus? I'd be happy to save it for tomorrow, but if you have a feeling there's got to be one person at least that says that is fascinating, show it to me. Let's get more in depth on that. Just for reference, I just got a count. I just got an update on the yellow diamond bands. And it's a quieter Saturday, so it's wonderful that we still have it available, but I just want to let everybody know at this current moment, 11:50 Pacific time, out here in Los Angeles on August 16th, I believe it's the 16th, yes, this is now 3 left on the band that I'm wearing. And a lot of you did opt to pick up 2. So 3 left as of right now, 3 remaining, that is it. We have another 70 minutes in the show, 69 actually. I would be very surprised if they last till the end of the show when I usually do those recaps at the very, very end. And that is naturally, I don't know what it is, but it's human nature to sometimes think about everything till the very end. I would probably not wait if I were you on that yellow diamond band for $17.99 because I doubt those three will make it another 68 minutes or so. All right, back to the wheel we go. Here's our tourmaline, and then I'm going to figure out what would be the next piece that you really want to have in your collection. And if it's the white diamond band, the 5-stone style, like I said, we can offer that to you as well. We have a big mandarin garnet here. I also have some really astounding discounts on zircons, Imperials, unheated orangey yellow sapphires, new fine tourmalines that look like Paraibas. A color change sphen is here. We haven't seen one of those in a while. So let me just briefly show you that. And several pieces like our heart-shaped Tanzanite still available. And then at the top of the hour, I'll tell you what, in 8 minutes, when 12 noon hits out here, what we're going to do is bring you that really good 7-carat round Tanzanite. So let me just give you a brief look. I'll try to make this very, very quick here because this one's not going to last. There's something just astoundingly beautiful about that. And just when you think it can't get any better, and just when we get all a little, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, admit it. If you're jaded to our Tanzanite, if you're going, oh, there's another one of those bright, beaming, red flat, no. This is just where you stop and you have to look. Because even if you think you've seen everything in blue wing, and you think you know what blue wings look like, I want you to just for fun, look at that stone. $7.15 and around. One of my personal favorite mountings because, and I'm talking about to sell, to offer, to present because it's classic, but still just really frames that stone beautifully. That's beautiful. That's coming up at the top of the hour, 7 minutes from now. And then here is the color change sphen. Wow, I have a new discount on this formerly seen ring. It's going to be out number 112-8442 and last call. So requests are welcome. Get those in. If you need to see something from earlier, we had the most incredible first hour, but truth is you left most of it behind because everyone was waiting for the yellow diamond. So it is, it's time when those first hour pieces will start to go. Keep that in mind. Star, with a star ruby for the gals and guys. We had a great aqua over 10 carats. We had the diamond bypass ring that was requested. That's here from last night. We had the neon Brazilian Paraiba in quartz. We had an Ametrine, so even a sapphire for $9.99. So there's been a lot of great jewelry here. But this is the 94-point Madagascar sphen, changes color, great brilliance and beauty to that stone. And then it's on this larger, wider band, bows out slightly, has a recess to the way that that almost like sundial, those sun rays of diamonds go out from the left and the right. From the center there, look at that, it's a beauty. And it's got all the dispersion in the world. That is what this stone is so well known for. High-end dispersion, you've got the 71 points. It's in the yellow gold now. You are more than welcome to change it to the white or the rose if you'd like to, but that will be the $49.99 price. You've seen that before. Time to take it even lower, moving some serious jewelry in our last hour and 5 minutes today. And then we're back tomorrow morning. We got some good jewelry tomorrow morning as well. But this is the great looking, that little bit extended, that little longer oval there. So a bit elongated to that color change sphen. And this one, oh yeah, blowout time is here. 49 it will not be, 39 it will not be. Let's go back up close. As much as I love that shameless signet ring shot, that was nice, but you know, we see that every day. Let's make this even better than 39, 29, or 19. How about first caller? It's my only sphen I've seen in a while. They're very limited, and the way it gives you a little bit of negative space through that gorgeous mounting, it's a really cool look. I'm gonna make it $18.88, and that way you get to save another nearly 200 bucks, take it down to something really affordable. Like we like $16.99 a lot better, don't we? So that's going to get you the value on the sphen. My one and only of the day. We got big Paraiba here. I want to remind you, speaking of big stones, if you were a little bit tardy to the arrival time of the show, we have this gorgeous Ametrine. That's just one that you know is going to go. So that just means we didn't have anyone see this probably yet. Here's the Ametrine we had in the first hour. Really big stone. Great stone here in that size, that fancy cutting, where it's emerald cut internally, but it's got some beautiful curves to the outside of the stone. That's going to be 112-6462, and that would be our 10 karat 30 cushion. That's a cushion cut, but it's, again, modified. So cushion cut technically, 72 points in the princess cuts, each individually set side by side with their bookends of gold. So that's called a really good, it's like an individual channel or a semi-bezel, you could even call it, because each of the there are 2 of the 4 sides that are encapsulated in gold. And that's going to be princess cut stones, 72 pointers. Look at that. A little heart-shaped detail in the basket. Yes, so you've got all those little, look at that. That's happening too on the profile. So you get the heart-shaped details only from the side. It's like your little secret that they're there. Only really you see that profile view. And we're going to make this one again a $12.99 price tag. Big discount at checkout for you. That's $130 off. It's $11.69 final. And that's going to be it for you there on that huge Ametrine. Just one stays in the white gold. So something I did want to show you from earlier. Sphene is still here. The heart-shaped Tanzanite is still here. Also for under $1,000, we did have the Sapphire. It started our show and it was a bit of a shocker. We had a big Sapphire recap first from last night, and then I brought you the new Sapphire and the carat 40 stone. That carat 40 is $9.99 set in platinum. So that's another big one there. Great looking piece there. Also under $1,000, something for our Brazilian fans, the Brazilian Paraiba that is. A lot of great stones come from Brazil. Brazil is a very gem-rich country, but this is Brazilian Paraiba, the OG fine, and that's in quartz. That's a pendant. That's $6.99 for that one. So just a few little ideas here to think about that you may have missed if you joined us more like hour number 2 or here in hour number 3 almost. So a few ideas for you. We still had a Paraiba. This Paraiba is private collection. Look at this color. Tell me, if you've seen Paraiba before, you may have still never seen a color quite like that. That's a beautiful green blue. It's very bright, very clean. It almost has this shine from the inside out. 83 points, it makes it a light 1 carat. That's going to be $14.99. Yeah, when do you see a light 1 carat Paraiba for under $1,500? This band, still here as well. At least I didn't hear that that sold. That's the white gold in that carat 40 something. It was a lot of diamonds on that one. So that's going to be here as well. So you better believe it. You got it. No problem. To CC out there, yes, I will do that for you. Got your message? Yes, I can do my best. I can. All right, so here we go. That's fabulous. So that's $19.99, $9.99, $6.99. This is $12.99, and that's $14.99. So all before your 10% off too. So you get extra values and extra discounts all day long. So make sure you take advantage of that. And then there is also that men's star ruby, but that's it. That's what we got left from the show at this point. So most of this was from the first couple of minutes. So tends to be a trend there, doesn't there? So I don't know what I can do to convince you to be with me early, but that's what it is. So we've got a few great pieces from early on. Top of the hour is all of 90 seconds away. I'm going to attempt to bring out the best looking round in the Blue Wing Museum Reserve next. It's that big round and a great diamond weight, and we'll figure out a way to make it possible. That's what we do up here. Make it possible. Even if you're on a budget, how can we make the values happen? That's what I'm going to figure out next, okay? So let me know on any of those. We're going to start to take those away, bring out that round. I have a pretty much 1 hour left to get you your request, because after the Tanzanite, that's everything I've had for the day. So it makes a great time to give your requests. That's a good idea there if you have any requests at all. So there's our pendant for $6.99. This is the ring. That's the band. It's a bypass style. Lots of diamonds there. Baguettes and rounds all together. Amazing. Almost a carat and a half total there. And that's going to be only $19.99. This one's under $1,000. It'll be under $900 when you say the word and make it yours. That's a beautiful carat 40 sapphire set in platinum, classic setting style. Here is the Ametrine. 12. I'm sorry it needs polishing from the back. I don't know if I don't have a lot of tools to get way deep in beside underneath that basket there, but that is still, Ametrine does not have clarity issues. Have you ever seen an inclusion in a citrine or an amethyst? Honestly, they should never have them. You might have to wonder if that's what it is if you ever see a cloudy or included citrine or amethyst. They are blessed with great clarity. Some stones have clarity issues, others do not. It's just like humans. Like sometimes we're predisposed to certain things and some people are and some people aren't. That's how stones are. So the quartz gem, that quartz family generally is, besides the rutilated quartz, which has kind of made its name for having those rutile needles inside, that's a dirtier stone. But as far as the amethyst, the citrine, other well-known quartz stones, prasiolites, they're very clean by nature, so you should not see inclusion. So that's just a polishing issue there. We got to get behind there and steam clean that stone. So that's going to be that beautiful Ametrine, $12.99, and then we got our Paraiba. That is $14.99. So with that brings the top of the hour. And of course, if it's the top of the hour and I'm here with you, there's going to be a big special and something we want to highlight for its magnificent beauty, for its incredible diamond weight, and for what is, I'm going to try to make it an exceptional value as well. Fancy cutting here as well. Just want to make sure it's 100% polished up. I want to give you a look. We'll come in closer because I just had, I don't know, 5 or 6 rings up there. So let's come in and get an even more intimate look at this and really see it together in all of its stunning neon glory. And hi, everybody. Welcome to Saturday. It is the final few minutes here of Saturday. We have about 58 minutes to go. Glad you're with us today. Also the diamond band. Since I last announced that we have 3 available, none of them have gone. So that means hopefully everybody's got one. If I have 3 that I can show you tomorrow, you know there's always people that can't be with us on Saturday. They're here with us on Sunday. We can wait till tomorrow. But if you do want to pick those up, you got about 58 minutes left in the show to take those. I would be very surprised if any of those are available at the end of the night or end of the day. So we are kicking off our last hour together. I'm Lauren Blair. Nice to have you with us on a Saturday. I so appreciate when you can spend even a couple seconds with me, just even if you just want to check in and, you know, critique the hairstyle. I mean, you can do that too. If you want to, go ahead. That's what most people do anyway. So this is where we're just glad to have you, because if you choose to stick around for some beautiful jewelry, you get a great chance to pick up some great savings in style. And this one, obviously, we're getting limited on our blue wings. You know, obviously, 2018 was the inaugural moment where we started to bring it out. So it's been a couple of minutes since we've debuted this material, but we've really made, I think we've made a lot of new friends and a lot of new shoppers, and a lot of people have chosen to start their TVON collections with blue wing. Very excited to still have some if you don't yet have the perfect piece yet. I know I'm in that boat with you. Every single piece I fall in love with, well, they don't tend to stick around, so I'm still waiting for the perfect piece, as you might be as well. There is something exceedingly special about a round in any stone whatsoever. It's going to be 112.90, 112. Let's take a look at it, and it's my job to make it affordable. So let's see what we can do here. This is pretty cool, isn't it? And that is a stunner of a 715, quite wearable when it's around. So even if you're going, I want a 3, I want a 4. I don't have a round in a 3 or 4 carat. So let me also advise that this is a round that, even though it's a big size, 7 carats 15, it's still pretty wearable in the way it's set. It's got a lot of diamond weight as well. So yeah, carat 32 is the diamond weight. So there's plenty to go around side to side on those diamonds, and I cannot wait to share it. I mean, that's my pride and joy, is to share lovely pieces of jewelry with you. I mean, we can't keep it all. That's why we are here. If you have not heard, that's why this network was developed almost a decade ago, was to bring you a share, a chance to own pieces that otherwise would be locked away either in museum displays or in safes and vaults and private collections of royalty and ownership. So that's kind of the deal. We're saying, let's open that up to all of you. Weren't born into a royal family? Aw, shucks, no problem. It's okay. We don't. Most of us are not. So, you know, it's again, if we don't have the privilege of, okay, you don't have $80 million to spend on a gem, well, no problem. We help you with that too. So this is going to be 7 carats 15 with a carat 32. Please allow me to try it on for you so you can assess how it's going to look on your hand. Oh, are you already thinking about this one, Jason? And who's that? They saw it earlier probably, got a little glimpse, intrigued. Where's David calling us from? It's not David in California, is it? Wait a minute. Is this David that did I hear correctly last night that I heard after the show? Did he move? Did he just recently move? Is that David? I don't know. Is it? Hi, David. How's he enjoying a little more Southern California? Ask him. He moved, is my understanding, to my old stomping grounds. He moved from my area. Was it me? Was it the proximity to Lolo that he had to get away from? Was the Lolo vibe getting a little strong in the area of, the Hollywood, Burbank area? Was it getting a little strong? Did you feel like you had to get a little further away, like 60 miles south? Oh, well, David, I'm so glad you're with us. I'm so glad you like it. Wise choice to just call in early. And I know we've got a few other of your shoppers here. We have a few people that like this stone. I mean, I would be worried if we didn't. It would be a big concern if we did not have a few people saying, I love that ring. I'll do whatever it takes to get. Do you ever do that? I know I love it. I know I'll love it forever. That's always my litmus test, if you will, is not to get science involved, but that's what we say, like to really, here's a weather term, barometer. Like my barometer for if I'm going to love something forever is if I love it immediately. If I love it immediately. And if I'm willing to like say that little thing in my head where that voice inside goes, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that, that's when you know you're going to love it forever. You can't go wrong. Because I always tell you, jewelry should have that reaction. Again, I tell you all the time, and it's the absolute fact. If I got to talk you into something, I'm only here to like talk you into values. Values is where I really come into play. The jewelry, you're going to like what you like and not what, I can't dictate who likes what, but I do know about value. And so when it comes to really wow factors, I mean, if there's some, and again, there's going to be a gal out there that goes, it says, that's the ugliest ring I've ever seen. There's always, everyone's got their different opinions, and we love that. That's what makes us humans. That's what makes us great. That's what makes us individuals. And isn't that a beautiful thing? You're not going to like what I like. I'm not going to like what you're like, and we're all cool like that. We can still get along, and we can still shop together because we bring you everything. And that's what I love about being a human being. And I love style for that reason. It's expressive, and we can be someone different every day. But when it comes to great jewelry, it should be that piece that you say, the second you see it, you should just feel weak in the knees. You should get clammy in your palms. You should just feel a little bit like the heart is beating a little faster. You should start feeling your heartbeat. Those are the pieces that you will love forever. That's just my advice, whether you shop with me or anybody else. You want to shop down the dial, that's fine. You want to shop up the dial, that's fine. You want to shop in a store or mom and pop, or you want to shop your own family's collection. Wherever you shop, you should have that reaction because you know it when you see it. And I know that having seen, I don't know, 13,000 I'm up to. I presented and sold over 13,000 individual blue wings in the last 7 years. I'm definitely feeling that reaction. Having seen a number of them, and they're all gorgeous. I've never, if there's a blue wing I don't like or that doesn't, it's not blue wing. That's the thing, they're all so good. So it's hard to differentiate. Who says this one's better? They're all top notch. But there's something about, if you like flash, and I'm a girl who likes sparkle. That's kind of my love language. Yes, some people like words of affirmation. I like sparkle. Just give me sparkle. You know, I'm cool. Sparkle, it's what I like. I don't care if it's Swarovski crystals. I mean, not for jewelry, but you know, for my car emblems, yeah, do that. I got my brother's car today. Wouldn't it be cool if I give it back to him and all the emblems are all like Swarovskis? Because I had my tire blow last night on the freeway on me, so, you know, just ran over a big chunk of metal. So, you know, my tire blew. I'm just happy to be alive today. So, you know. Had to do a little emergency car swap. But, you know, it's kind of one of those things where you've got this amazing, amazing stone. It's just like, you know it when you see it. And I'm just here to make it a value. Let's take it on down. It's, like I said, $14,999. We're going to do better than that. And here's what it looks like again. Do we have anybody else thinking about? Just David. David, hi. David likes it. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now. If anybody would like to get this ring today, I'm going to skip the auction, because it's $8,500 to start, best case. I'm going to skip that. I didn't have a lot of people in my Tanzanite earring auction, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to get myself in that trouble. I could do trouble on my own. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to do the price that I know is going to send it out. I've been selling enough Tanzanites for enough years, many. I know what it's going to take. So instead of even $14,000 or $10,000, and isn't there something special about a round? If you take the same, if I had a 715 oval right now, in the same exact source with the same exact color, do you know that oval is going to be about 65 to 70% less money? Because it's an oval instead of a round. We know about the wasteful cut that rounds are. We know about the extra facet pattern that gives you the glittering factor. So if you also love sparkle, if you can't get enough sparkle in your life, this is it. This is so it. This is so it. And Tanzanite's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to give us great saturation, vivacity of color, neons, deep, intense, like get lost in them. Get lost. Is it blue? Is it purple? Is it red? If you don't feel like hypnotized by a Tanzanite, you're not looking at blue wing. They are fascinating stones, and I am here to make this one better than even $4,999. Let's face it, that's $500 off, and that's going to go. I really should not do this. I got a little carried away here. See, hypnotized. Blame the stone. The stone alters your mind. It really does. It really, truly does. It's not going to be $49 because I don't hear anybody saying sold yet. So here's what I'll do. Change the gold if you want to. That's on my honor. We'll do that for you. No problem, no extra charge. Here's what I've got for you. Better than $49. I'm going to keep on going, and trust me, it will go. We're about to give it 60 seconds. I don't think it's going to last much longer than that. And it will not be $49. Or even, because I know $4,500 is the math there, take 10% off. What if I take you to $4,500? What's up? Does anyone want it? Zine, are you verifying on this one too? We got a couple people verifying already. Can you please not sell it yet? Don't sell it yet. And by the way, if you haven't dialed in yet, we got some competition. There's some competition for you. Please do not wait, or else you're going to be sending me that angry. I hate getting the angry emails saying stuff sold out. I know, I'm up here trying to tell you. I'm your advocate. I'm trying to tell you. The pieces go, especially at these values. They go. If you think that's going to stick around till, I don't know, next July, forget about it. It's here and it's going to be gone. And it's not 44, by the way. It's not going to be 44 or 43. I know it's probably gone, right? It's got to be. I'm going to just keep on keeping on. Let's give you a better value than 43 or 42 or 41.99. I want you to own this. It is mesmerizing and dazzling, and there's more red, I think, than even purples. There's more. The red is what's coming through, and that's so tough to see under that spotlight. If it's showing like that under that spotlight, only imagine what you're going to see in person. It is not 41. It is not 4,099. It's not going to be. We are going to go crazy here. Absolutely crazy. I'll make it $39.99. I'm going to, and I hear phones ringing. It's 30. Now, wait, there's going to be four. Oh, boy. I can feel my palms are getting sweaty now because I'm worried about my career. What am I doing for like giveaway moments here? And that is an extra $400 off. So $39.99, please realize that you would only spend $35.99 to get that ring home. With a carat 30, that is not a small diamond weight. That is a carat and a third. We're 1 point shy of giving you a carat and a third of VS Round Brilliant Diamonds to go with your gorgeous round Tanzanite. Museum reserve, and it is, that's under cost. And if you think that I'm making a penny on that ring, welcome to 2025. We are just a few months away from 2026, and I can only imagine what is going to happen to gold pricing and diamond pricing. And well, Tanzanites won't be here, at least from the blue wing variety. They will not be an option going forward because obviously we know they're limited. But that price, and to go backwards by $400 bucks, guys, $400 additional saved. That is why you want to take advantage of this as quickly as you can. White, yellow, rose. I'll give it 60 seconds and then we'll move. And we still have 45 minutes. So what would you like to see before we go off the air here at 1 o'clock Pacific? Yes. Is that right? Should I put money on that? I hope so. Wouldn't that be nice? Jason, do you follow football at all? Tell you what, I'm having a little sports existential crisis right now. I'm a big baseball fan. I have a very important team, and yeah, it's not looking so good. So to be honest, David, I may need to start thinking about football even though it hasn't really started. I mean, preseason, yes, but you know, I may have to just go ahead and jump on that bandwagon. My playoff hopes are dwindling by the moment. But anyway, that's okay. It'll just mean I'm here with you more through October, right? I won't have to leave you guys in October. I was planning on maybe being gone a little bit. I won't have to. In off season, I'll be here. So I'll be fully yours. But here we go. $39.99, and that's it. And let me know. Okay, so coming up, I do have, let's see, do we need to see the Mandarin, or do we want to see Tanzanite drops? Or I can bring you a Paraiba, but it's not cheap. I got a Paraiba, it's gorgeous, it's a carat 91, don't get me wrong. I'll just flash it, see if anybody says, give me that ring. You know that immediate reaction that you are supposed to have? Do you have it with this one? Because it's going to be tough to impress you if you don't love that Paraiba. Paraiba just, and that's okay, it's not a stone for everybody, but it is a very unique color, and it's going to be item number 11222681, so it's very nice, isn't it? It's a beautiful, beautiful style. It's got the pear shape. It's a carat 91, which is an awfully big size to get in the world of copper-bearing blue greens, but then you also have the beautiful look that you see there. Also feels very signature, doesn't it? With that diamond design every which way, the halo, the side pave, stays in the white gold. There's only the one. And it's time to send this out. Now, there is also this great finishing in the under gallery. We'll just take a quick look at it there so you can see. And this is an angle I want you to appreciate because if you'll look past, I know it's about the great gold and yay, it's going to be comfortable and slide on the finger, but look at how beautifully clean the stone is. That is such a toughie to get in Paraiba. Really tough to get that kind of clarity. So that'll be, it's down from $39,999. It's one of those bigger stones that we have. Still 3 of the yellow diamond bands left. Just FYI, good on you. I think a lot of you just picked it up during the first presentation, and that's great. So if you still need that diamond band, 3 left and counting down. If you would like this Paraiba, talk about counting down. It's not 20,000, nor is it 15. By the way, historically, when I have 2 carats at 15,000, that's the magic number. That tends to be when they go. That seems to be like the the rock bottom, everybody gets it price. $15,000 on a 2 carat or anything close. This is 9 points shy of a 2 carat. So forgive me if I'm calling it virtually a 2 carat, which is really tough to do in the Paraiba world. Stunning, actually. Stunning to get the bright blue greens. Here's another great tourmaline that is natural and beautiful. You know, tourmalines don't get any help, right? They're all just beautifully naturally. They just carry themselves with, yes, they'll struggle sometimes with inclusions, which is why this one was selected out of literally thousands of tourmalines that we have in our collection, and that's why that one is selected for you here. Take a look at it. It is beautiful, isn't it? And it's not going to be, I'll tell you what, I'll make it $9,999 instead. How does that sound? $99.99 with an extra $1,000 discount coming your way. $89.99 on that Paraiba that's nearly 2 carats in size. How about that? So that is fantastic. And only just that one. So $89.99. Thank you so much for being with us today. We've got about 40 some minutes left, 42 or so. So it's time to dial in. For your request, get those in as well. Yellow diamond band, 3 of those available. Yes, I had somebody just saying, could you show it again? Of course. We've got the 2 carat 01 or more yellow diamond band. So we will do that. And also that Diaspore, we did have a color changing Diaspore pendant earlier for those of you asking. We did have a nearly 9 carat earlier. Who's got the Paraiba? Let me try it on for you here. And then 2 ways to wear your pear shapes, of course. So pointing up towards the hand, that's how I like it, just because it looks upright to you guys at home. And then we'll flip it around. Seen any questions on the Paraiba or anything else? That's an awfully clean stone for a Paraiba or anything else. It's clean for quartz. We talked about that earlier. Okay, so let's figure out something else to show you here, because we've kind of run out of jewelry for today, and that's good, and no requests yet, so that's good too. It means we're showing you everything you want to see. If not, you can holler at me and we'll show it to you. Here's our last of, I've had so many requests lately for bangles. There have been a number of requests for bangles. So let me show you this bangle here. We have a yellow gold diamond bangle. There is only the one. I'm going to zoom back so we can see it all together, because there are actually 7 stations here of these little very iconic florals, if you will. It's not a floral in the literal sense. It feels like a beautiful clover meets floral. And it's going to be item number 1127690. Look at that. Now 7 inches or so. Means if you have a real teeny tiny wrist, it's going to work, and if you got a little bit over a 7 inch, it works too. So you've got some room here. It's going to work for accommodate a lot of us, but it's also going to be hinged in the back. This has a flexible style once it's opened. So easy on, easy off. It is the only one we have. It is staying in the yellow gold. It is the little floral sections or stations are going to be from one side to the other and sit on the top. They're perfectly placed. Look at the even. How about the finishing? Look at that. So 2, 4, 6, and 7 total. They always do that, odd numbers, so you can see that the center is even. It's right there in the middle, and then they branch out from there. Only the one, not $49.99. Beautiful piece, looks very you-know-who. And we're going to blow it out. You know, most of that designer, even we've got the gentleman now wearing all those enameled pieces with the clovers. It's been actually considered in Major League Baseball, it's been considered the good luck charm. Everyone who's wearing one is having this really amazing season. So the men are all starting to wear that big designer, but they do enamel. So enamel's great, but it's not all that expensive. It's not expensive at all, but it's set in gold. And those necklaces, bracelets, different styles you see with that same motif, but done in enamel instead of diamonds, tens of thousands of dollars. The beauty of this one is it's not tens of thousands, it's not 5,000, it's not even $2,000. And this is a bangle. When it's solid gold, there's a memory wire inside, which is what makes it kind of move a little bit, but not expand. It's not elastic. We do not do fine jewelry in elastic. We have instead, when we use jewelry grade and we want some flexibility, we use what's called a jewelry grade memory wire. It's inside of all these gold beads so that you basically see how really, again, it's just, it's feeling like designer, no doubt, but it's not $19.99. It's not $1,500. It's $1,499 first caller. So that'll be $1,499. Take 10% off, and we'll make it $1,349 for you. And that is a beauty. Is it something special to see that quality? And again, only the one fits a number of different wrist sizes because bangles are meant to give you a little bit of give. They're not, and I don't mean, again, it's not expandable. It just means that it's meant to fit a couple of the average sizes there because it's never supposed to be like skin tight. It's supposed to have a little bit of movement, a little bit of air between you and the bracelet and sit perfectly, but still an oval shape so that it keeps all those diamonds. This is not like the round bangles that are called slip-ons where you put it over the knuckle. Those have to be really big and round and then they slip on, but then they're always constantly in motion. And then sure enough, you're never gonna have the good stuff on top. It's never gonna have the diamonds showing up top where they should be when it's constantly rotating around your wrist. So that's what's beautiful is that you've got the diamonds staying up top. That keeps them right where they should be, and it's $1,349. So that's last call on that bracelet. Stays in the yellow gold. What else do we recap? I've got the most beautiful blue zircon, 4 carats in size. Stunning. Anybody need an Imperial? We got a good deal on an Imperial. I do. I've got, we're going to go, I'm thinking about what we haven't shown you because I'm figuring, well, if you don't like what I'm showing you, we got to figure out something you haven't seen today. So maybe blue zircon would be the trick. Haven't seen one of those all day long. And Zine, did you have a question or did you pick something up? Or are you getting a yellow diamond band? Good. We're working on some requests too for the end of the show. We'd love to get those in too. So here is, this is our blue zircon. Look at that blue zircon. Wow, this is a bright, fiery, lively. You know, it took a minute, but boy, last night did we see a great 8 carat go out in a pear shape. Here's our oval 112. I'll get back to you. I'm just over here zooming in first, and then that's going to be 112 6642, and a really, really luxury look in the blue zircon. 414 is the size. Still getting over a carat in diamonds. That's a carat 05 in the diamond weight, and we just have the one. Blue zircons always are. I mean, besides little tiny stones that might be in an earring. It's going to be this really beautiful one only because they can vary a little bit in their color. They can vary in their cutting. I will tell you, so many zircons are rejected every day because they have really what I call the technological term of wonky cutting. Zircons are very dense stones, so it makes them a big challenge. It's kind of like, liken it to if you were using a warm, hot knife to go through room temp butter versus if you were using that same butter knife to go through a piece of plywood. It's very difficult. So you're not gonna, it's really challenging to get really defined, perfect faceting pattern when you're working with a more dense stone. This is a dense stone, and that's all fine and well. It doesn't make any difference to you, the wearer. What it means is it's a challenge to cut. So when you see a lot of zircons that are beautiful in their own right, they can have really off-center cutting. They can have really, it's usually very asymmetric. Sometimes the culet's way off to one side when you know the culet should be right down the middle. It's a challenge. So you'll see a lot of stones that really fall and they really suffer in the cutting. That's not the case here. Look at that. You're seeing that perfect cutting where it's all, see how it just kind of looks like a firework in the middle that just keeps on exploding? That's really important. Plus you have the double refraction at work, so it's very bright, and it's going to be less than, I love taking it lower than $5,999 because it's time. It deserves a great home. It's going to get that great home here today. It is not 59, 49, 39, 29. It's not even 19. And let me try it on. Big diamonds first, then the smaller diamonds are going to scallop their way around it. Little bit of a diminutive split shank there, but just to help anchor that centerpiece because this is a larger centerpiece there in the middle. And it's going to be $1,888, but you get $188 off, so that's going to mean $16.99. First caller on that one only there. And you got to keep it in the white gold. That one stays as is in the white gold. What other requests? I know we're working on some, so those should be out shortly. If you have made a request for something that we do have available to show, we will be bringing that out in short order. And then we've got a couple more. I've got to show you this Imperial. Great looking Imperial. Any questions on any of the, let's say the Paraiba, $99.99 for a carat 91 Paraiba. And that bangle is still here as well. Don't forget, we still have the Sapphire that was earlier, started the show for $9.99 for a really good carat 40 blue Sapphire. Look at this. Rare stone, yes. We've got a one source stone there, and so do we right here. Look at that. That is some saturated luxury color. It feels like Padparacha, and when it feels like Padparacha color, you know you're into the better of the Imperials because it's got pinks and goldens together. It's 1122957. Lovely pear shape, it feels floral. I always feel like this just makes me feel like you put a wreath around it. It kind of looks like the same way you might decorate your front door. And at the holidays, or maybe some people do wreaths year round and theme them to whatever the season is or the holiday of the moment. But this feels like, for me, it feels like a wreath. You took your first halo, made it classic, but then you added a wreath of diamonds around it to give it this carat 55 pair, a little pairing with some great diamonds at 74 points. Stays in the white gold as well. There's your up close. Same kind of split shank we saw with the last one. It's really just at that upper third there to just kind of anchor it, keep it centered. Take a bigger piece, which is a big profile on this one, and make it really wearable so that you don't need to be worried about, oh, I always hear the teeny hand argument. Oh, I have small hands, I can't wear a big ring. Okay, well, that's not about your hands, that's about your preference, right? Hands can handle it. They can. That's what they're there for. You can lift weights, you can lift a baby, you can probably lift groceries out of the trunk. You can do it. So I know you can handle a ring. So it's really just about personal preference. However, there is something to be said about making a ring properly so that if you do have sometimes you get a little bigger ring size to go over the knuckle. Maybe the knuckles are a little enlarged. It happens to all of us. So if you have to get a little bigger size, or maybe your fingers shrink a little bit because it's freezing cold outside, and suddenly your ring starts to spin, that big, heavier profile can make it a little top heavy. So it tends to want to go a little more like this, or like this if your ring size is, a little too big. So what happens is when you add that split shank, it's a beautiful design detail aesthetically, just what you see, but it also helps to make it beautiful when it's on. Keep it where it should be, keep it wearable, all those things, and that's what that does. So you take a bigger ring, it makes sense to have a little bit of a split shank, because if that were teetering, it's like if I was to balance on if you're to balance on a brick as opposed to a platform that's a diving board, well, okay, you're going to be a little bit more supported on the diving board as opposed to one little brick. So it's kind of that concept of really making this bigger ring still very wearable. Yes. Thank you. The blue zircon has now sold, and this one is going to, I think, follow in its footsteps here. Here's what it looks like on. Does stay in the white gold again here. So this will be a, you gotta love it the way it is piece, but what a beautiful contrast with that stone itself. And look at that, pinks or goldens. It's like every time it moves, you get maybe one color that comes through a little bit stronger than the other. And it wavers and it varies depending on your light. That's another way to wear your pear shape there. And that's gonna be, okay. Let's go better than $69.99. Of course, it wobbles on me just because it's a couple of ring sizes too big. It's a size 7. I don't wear a 7. So here's what we'll do instead of $67,000 or $69.99 or even $49.99, because this is an important Imperial. All natural, one source. The source is pretty much closed. It's like the secret nobody in the gem world wants you to know about, because Imperial topaz is also one of those nobody's talking about, because so few people are even aware of what it is. You're lucky that, we get to experience rare gems every day we hang out together, so we hopefully educate along the way on, what an Imperial topaz where your neighbor might not. And that's a beautiful thing. So you're just informed shoppers are good shoppers. We know that knowledge is power. So it's really helpful, whether you're shopping it or not, to at least know what it is and know that it's not on the same level as like your blue topaz. No offense to blue topaz. I have one, I love one, they're great. They're beautiful. But this is a different high value. This is an unheated stone. This is an all natural stone. This is a one source stone. I could name like 60 different sources for topaz around the world. This is one. Ouro Preto is the mine in Brazil. So we're talking about not far from the Minas Gerais, kind of the capital of gem mining as far as exotics go and good stuff. The Sierra Santa Marias, they come from Brazil. The greatest Brazilian amethyst, those really luxe colors of amethyst, they come from Brazil. You can go on and on about the great stones, the luxury stones. What's that other one? Paraiba, the original find ever was from Brazil. Brazil is like a hub for the greatest gems in the world, and it's just, and it's not all the same gem either. Different places in Brazil that produce different stones, and this one is such a luxury, and it's going to be $1,888. I'm going to do what I did on the blue zircon to make that. We had some good luck with the zircon here, so let's see if we can't do the same here and have that one be $16.99 instead. So it takes it even lower and gets you that really top-notch luxury stone. And then it's last call on our show. We got 30 minutes left to go. What would you like to see? I will. So a couple of you said, please, oh pretty please, cherry on top, can I see that yellow diamond band again? So let's just do that really quickly before the end of the show gets here, because that is something I know on a Saturday you might have been busy, and who knows what you were out doing, but I tell you what, you should never miss out on the great jewelry as long as it's still available. I have 3 left still. It's amazing that we even have 3 left, but that's a good thing for 3 of you tonight or today. This is going to be item number, I don't know what I did with it, 112-9132. So it's going to be that yellow diamond band that premiered 90 minutes ago. Is it going to be here beyond 30 minutes from now? Unlikely, but let's just make sure, because I'm having a lot of you message me right now saying, please just show it one more time. I missed it. Or you might be thinking about it. Say hello to the best value on yellow diamonds we have had. And I know I'm not an idiot. There have been many yellow diamond deals. I have been the one giving them to you. There have been 1 carat bands in pear shapes, 1 carat bands in cushion cuts. They've been recent. This summer, I'm talking this summer during this sale event, there have been very special recent values in yellow diamond bands. I know I would have preferred, had I had my way, had these been here months ago, I would have probably started here with the big one and then we work our way down. Instead, we went the opposite. So I know a lot of you are like, I already got my yellow diamond band and I'm happy. That's great. You don't need one. But if you are thinking about upgrading, or maybe you're someone who likes a little bigger band, or you want to stack, because they would stack together. We had a lot of people saying earlier they were going to do just that. Stack the smaller 1 carat bands they already purchased from us and stack it with this one, or maybe mix and match. Maybe you want to use the 1 carat band that's smaller. Maybe you want to think about that as a thumb ring or a pinky ring, and maybe this goes on the ring finger. I mean, obviously you choose what you want to do, but this is a value. And if you don't yet have a yellow diamond band of any kind, I know that we should not say never, but I think it would be a very, very, very big challenge and highly unlikely that we see a larger style than this in natural yellow diamonds, which these are natural yellow diamonds. So I think that would be highly unlikely. I feel pretty confident to say, yeah, I'm not going to be standing here on Labor Day weekend saying, here's my 10 carat yellow diamond band. No, I'm not going to have that. We work magic and miracles every day here at TVON, but not likely to see a 3 carat or a 2.5 or a 10 carat or a 5 carat or a 50 carat, not likely. So this is where I'd say if you want to go bigger, go here. 3 are left. So we're busy on the phone lines already, because this is what so many of you have said, just show it one more time. I'm debating, I'm thinking, I didn't see it yet. I wasn't here an hour and a half ago. Here we go. So it's 2 carats of 1 at least. Every stone is at least 40 points individually. They stack up in a prong setting. These are the elongated cushion cuts, which is not a square. So the squares tend to look smaller. You already know this if you have the square band. They can look a little bit smaller than if you have them paired up with the gorgeous traditional cushions, what you see here, which is more elongated. I'm going to try one on for you. Why not see it for reference on a ring finger that you see every ring on every day that I wear, so you can see how it compares, because that's just one. Certainly you can stack them. They look great. I've been wearing them stacked on my right ring finger all day when I haven't been showing it. So it's been, and it's very comfortable to stack. Even with 2 on, up to 3 or 4, I think you could do comfortably. But it's also that slip it next to a wedding set. Say, have it with other, mix and match your bands. Right now with jewelry, we're seeing like the less uniform they are, the better they stack, even though they may not even, like they may not sit directly next to a round band or a smaller band or a pear-shaped band, but yet it still looks cool and eclectic. I think eclectic equals cool now. So everything, not everything has to be precise or perfect in today's world. And isn't that a great thing? None of us are, let's face it. Nobody's perfect. So it's nice to have our jewelry be a representation of what we have. And just because you have one band already doesn't mean you upgrade and never see the other one again. You can play with them, wear them together, put pieces. It really tells your own story. It's the same thing I always talk about with earscapes. I mean, the way we're stacking earrings, layering necklaces. Every day is an opportunity for you to change up your style. And it's not permanent. We're not asking you to go get a tattoo of a ring, although I think that's kind of cool, actually. I like putting a little initial there. I'm going to do that one day when I'm long out of the hand modeling business. But I think it's really cool. So again, it's not a permanent change. It's something that you change based on your mood, even by the moment. And that's what's really cool. So don't feel like this has to be a one and done set alone on its own by itself. It can be stacked and layered with other pieces, including white diamonds. And if you got a blue sapphire band, or you've got a white diamond eternity band, or you've got our smaller yellow diamond bands I've had previously in this month, this is going to work with it. But it is the incredible value, and it should have been $29.99. Truthfully, should have been $29.99, which was the same price for the white diamond version of this ring that I had all of last night. It was a few hours ago by request. I never would have shown it on my own, but you asked for it. So we brought it out, had the 2 carat sitting up here in the white diamonds. It was $29.99. I brought this lower. There is just no two ways about it. The yellow diamonds that are natural, at least, like these are more rare. The fact it is under $2,000, we took $1,000 off the white diamond band price with the same carat weight and are giving you still a 10% off. So $19.99, poof, turns into $17.99. Why not? It's getting to that territory level. Why not? It's one to experience. Take a look at it. $19.99, 3 left. Did anybody take one since we started this presentation so I can count them down? Because I would be, again, surprised if 25 minutes from now they're still here. And I know there's always going to be the people that call in tomorrow morning and they're going to hear sold out. I'm sorry, that's sold out. We'll be very polite about it, and we can offer you other alternatives in smaller sizes. But as far as the 2 carat pluser that you see here, this is the moment to get it. 2 left now. All right, so 2 left remaining. Still means somebody could get 2 if you're stacking, but I think it's that size that's big enough. 1 will suffice. If you're not into stacking, because stacking, obviously you would need 2 or more, but if you just don't stack and you're going, thanks Lolo, but that's for you and you're crazy like that, and go ahead. You also have 13 holes in your head, so go, well, not including my mouth, but yeah, I got all these piercings. So I'm a stacker. I like to stack and layer. I like to, let's use our bodies as canvases for jewelry. That's kind of the thing. But here's what I love is that this is really kind of the ultimate just wear it by itself. Like you can wear that as your wedding band. Like maybe you've been, listen, I talked to someone, a customer in email the other day. She's celebrating or about to celebrate. On Tuesday, she's celebrating a 20th wedding anniversary. That is a milestone. That is, I would say a 20-day wedding anniversary would be a milestone in my world. That's a milestone. That's great. Every day should be celebrated. 20 years. I'll tell you, there's usually jewelry's great commemorative pieces for occasions, milestones, retirements, promotions, a goal hit, a goal met. I always say a goal you need motivation for. I am someone who's highly ambitious, but sometimes when you're worried about everyone else and you're worried about your career takes number 1 and you're just trying to, you got such a busy, crazy life that it takes everything you have every day to just make it through the 19-hour day. I think sometimes those milestones need to be celebrated, but also why wait till it's over? That's great. Let's celebrate. You hit the goal, you made it through, you retired, you had that anniversary, you celebrated that wonderful birthday. Those are wonderful things. But what about jewelry as like motivation? What is it like? Maybe it's the piece that's going to get you prompted to take that first step towards that new goal, maybe that new leaf you want to turn over, that new hobby you want to start, that new health goal you want to meet, whatever it is. It's like, I look at this as like little building blocks. They're like perfect little yellow diamond building blocks that aren't so little that you have, and maybe the 5, that number 5, maybe it's just me. I was born on the 5th day of the 5th month, so I celebrate the number 5 a lot, just because why not? I think that means something to me in my life. But 5, what does 5 mean? Maybe that's the grandkids in the family. Maybe it's going to be meaningful based on the number of stones. And it doesn't need to mean you wear a big initial or a big number on your finger, but still it's the beautiful details of classic jewelry that can still mean something that I think are so important to have, because I'm not asking you to step way outside the box. I think we can all be comfortable wearing a band ring. I think this is a size that while it is large, I don't think it's oversized. I love big jewelry. I'm very comfortable in big jewelry, but I don't think this is just for people like me. I think that if you really want to feel perfectly polished, and even if you're more somebody who likes a diminutive piece, typically like small, dainty, mini, miniature, I think you can still wear this. I don't think there's anything that's heavy or oversized or what I say cumbersome, meaning like you want to rip it off at the end of the day, or maybe you don't even make it to the end of the day and you just want to take that jewelry off. This is not that piece. This is the one you can wear every single day. So $17.99, check with your operators and see where we're at. I kind of got on a little, just kind of into my mind there about all this means. And yeah, the value's there. That's the most obvious thing. You do not need me to be your guide on that value. I think everybody and their mother knows that $17.99 for that ring is pretty incredible. That's amazing. But again, it's think about how it's beautiful to your life, how it fits into your lifestyle, and how you will wear it. I would never want you to buy something that you're not sure you're going to wear. And if you're not going to wear it or not sure you're going to wear it, stay clear. Don't touch it with a 10-foot pole. But if you're looking at that going, well, absolutely, why wouldn't I put that on every day? Even on days when I'm cash, even on days when I'm not leaving the house, even on days when I want to look my very best, you're still not leaving the yellow diamond. That's still what I love, is that it's wearable, but you're still, don't you feel proud? Because to me, jewelry is an accomplishment. The fact, and everyone looks at that ring and assumes you spent 50 grand. That's great. I don't think that's a problem. I don't think that's a problem at all. But the fact that you can be proud of the fact that you know where to shop, you've got someone in the business who's on your side to help you get values like this, a family member, if you will. I look at you, people talk about clients, friends. We're family here. we may have never met. Some of you I have met out and about. It's lovely. I love, but being that we're nationwide, I don't get to meet a lot of our customers. We don't have a lot of West Coast people who watch from shopping typically. It's just the way it is. There's some, but not a lot. So, you know, I love to meet you guys if I ever get a chance to travel to the South or to the East Coast and meet a lot of you. And it's really amazing to see Vegas also. Vegas, where everybody from the whole world is all converged in Vegas. That's where I'm like, oh, it's the girl in oh my gosh, hey, I love, and then the best part is when they're showing me their jewelry. And they walk up and they go, I'm visiting from Montana, and look, I've got my jewelry. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember that ring. It's so cool. It's just, it gives me such a thrill to see the pieces out in the wild, so to speak. I love that. I love that. My poor grandmother was scared to death one year. I was in Vegas. That was back when I got, you know, a couple days here and there where I could get away. And my grandma was out in Las Vegas with my mom. We had all 3 generations of the girls together. And I got approached by a couple who ran running across the casino. She was scared to death, my poor grandma. She had forgotten. She's like, oh yeah, that girl, my girl's on TV. So she was scared, but once we settled her down and we knew everything was okay, she thought it was cool too. So we all got to share our jewelry, and before you know it, we're all showing our jewelry, and it's a lot of fun because that is what it binds us. Jewelry is very binding that way, and that's why I say also with holidays coming up, it may only be August, but think about gift giving, think about holidays, think about whether it's Hanukkah or Christmas, or maybe there is that big anniversary. October is a very popular wedding month. I do believe it is still the most popular wedding month of the year, so that must mean anniversaries are coming up for some people. Perfect anniversary band. It really is. It really, truly is. So, all right, last call on that. So I wanted to give it one last look in case you didn't see it premiere, and that's going to be it. I do have one more Paraiba. So some of you would ask, do I have anything smaller than the Carat 91? I found something for you. We've got a Paraiba for you right now. It happens to be an oval. It's 1129094. And again, thank you to everybody who picked up one of those yellow diamond bands today. Thank you so much. I'm really, really happy for you, and I know you're going to love it. So thank you. Thank you, and I would love to hear from you when you get it. And also, I'd love to see pictures of how you style it because, again, it's something you can have and play with and make it your own. But here is 1129094. That would be our 62-point Paraiba and 74 points in diamonds. How about this ribbon style of that band? Very, very nice, isn't it? And it also happens to be white, yellow, or rose. So you will get a choice there. And all we need to do right now is send it out. We got the last few minutes. We still have 17 minutes and 20 seconds to go. So yes, very precise, but I know a lot of you like to wait. I had somebody make a request last night at the 20-second mark of the show. It didn't give me a lot of time. So feel free to I know 17 minutes sounds like a long time, but it's really the proper time to get requests in, or let me know what you need to see from the show today. Or go ahead and pick up the last yellow diamond band, because I think we're down to the last one I just heard. Woo! Okay, so one band left and we will be sold out. So very excited to announce when that sells out here. But this is going to be our 62-point oval, and the ribbon, it's actually the same 3 rows, but they graduate from larger to smaller as they meet up in the center. So it really emphasizes the size. And you know what that does to the eye? It plays the trick like the stone is even bigger than it is. And that you'll see when it's on the hand here. So you can really see how by having that more narrowing design of the band, it makes this whole centerpiece with your Paraiba and your halo look even larger. Always good when you're paying the prices you do for Paraiba. And again, any gold you want will make this really affordable right now. And welcome to all of our brand new shoppers as well who decided to make that yellow diamond band 2 carat their first TVON purchase. Let me tell you, selfishly, you're going to be downright addicted to TVON after you experience that ring as your first purchase. And especially if you do, oh, by the way, if you know somebody who's reputable in appraisals, and especially if you like to get your jewelry insured, which I highly recommend on valuable pieces, get them insured if you can, because most insurance policies don't just automatically put all of your jewelry. You have to specifically, it's different for everybody, but usually you have to specifically insure pieces individually and based on appraisal. So if you want to get it appraised, make sure you do that, because that's going to be real exciting to see how different gemologists around the world tell you that value and what it should have been. It's pretty exciting. So here's our 62-pointer. I'm trying to make a Paraiba less than 10,000. My 2 carat was already here for $99.99. Still here, as a matter of fact. This one's supposed to be $89. Interestingly enough, that was the price you would have paid on the 2 carat. So let's try to go a little bit lower for these final 15 minutes and make it even better than $89.99 when that's what it should be. And remember, it's not always about the size. Every point counts, but there aren't going to be a lot of people who get into the 1 or the 2 or the 3 carat range in Paraiba. They are just rare by nature. Talk to Mother Nature. She was the one that's very parsimonious about these Paraibas. She's that's just, again, she didn't produce a lot of the material. 3 sources, yeah, but not much out of those sources. Here's your chance. Not 89, 79. Let's give away some jewelry. We still got plenty of time. We can give away a lot of jewelry in 15 minutes, and I intend to do just that. And it's certainly not going to be 79, 69, 59, 49 interested yet. We're going to make it better than $39.99. Only just one. You change the gold, well, we do it, you tell us. And it's no charge for that. Sizing for free, shipping for free. Come on in to the new way to shop for fine jewelry that's going to deliver to you so much more bang for your buck. And I'm talking about beautiful neon blue green bang here. It's not even $39.99. It sounded like Mike Breen there for a minute for my basketball fans. Here's what we're going to do. This is better. We need Cindy in Oklahoma, Jason, to call. That's who we need. She's my basketball fan out there. Cindy in Oklahoma, if she's watching. Here we go with a better price, $29.99 on the Paraiba. That's what we need to do. So this is going to be the value. And look at that. That's really good. My sports broadcasting idol, by the way. I love him. All right, so here we go. That's $29.99. Amazing. Okay, so we have got a couple more minutes. What do we want to do? Ruby. I just pulled out a really good ruby, but ruby round, we'll see. We've got a few of the one yellow diamond band. So again, I don't know why everyone's waiting, but take that last one before it is gone. You're going to be highly disappointed if you hear the words sold out for that yellow diamond band. You're going to be very disappointed you missed it. So please call now. Oh, our Imperial pear shape is still here. I'm going to try this one on one more time. Do we need to see the Ametrine again, or should we show you the bypass ring? Oh, I know what we need to see again. Correct me if I'm wrong, but nobody took the heart-shaped Tanzanite yet from earlier? Okay, so we can show you the 8-carat 32 heart shape that we had. Yes, I did. I had a debut of a heart-shaped Tanzanite earlier in the show. We're going to share that with you now. This is our Paraiba. Let me try that on one more time. Let's see who's got it. By the way, $29.99 turns into $26.99. Another $300 off just for saying yes today during the sale. And we got another day tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., same time as today. That's Pacific time for our East Coasters, 1 to 4. For our Central time zone, you know who you are. That's going to be from noon to 3. Okay, so we got another round of jewelry, shopping, and savings to do tomorrow. Here is the heart. Oh, be still my heart. Look at that. You don't even need to love hearts to appreciate what that stone is in rarity. The defined cleft, the beautiful, even, symmetrical lobes of the heart shape there. It's a 8-carat 32. Huge diamonds, 96 points among 6 stones. And one beautiful ring. In the white gold to start, you can choose yellow or rose. Last call, requests are welcome, 12 minutes left. 12 minutes. Keep that in mind. We have 12 minutes to go. We have that's some like 720 seconds if you want to look at it that way. So not a lot of time. Let's move this one out of here. It's $49.99. Only the one there. Okay, so $49.99 plus $500. You want $500 back? No problem. What kind of rebate you need to send in? What kind of hoop you need to jump through? Do I need your firstborn? No, it's just instantly call and say sold, and then you instantly get $500 off today. Not to spend on a future purchase a month from now. I hate when that happens. Like, I'm going to remember that I have a $500 discount a month from now. No, I can't. My brain doesn't have the capacity. So here we go. This is today. You get that instant $500, $44.99 only. Do want to remind you, there is the most gorgeous pink diamond. I did show it last night, but it was the very tail end of the show. It is, I thought it was gone. I didn't even show it again because I found out after the show was over, it's still here. So it's one thing we haven't seen today. We haven't seen pink diamonds, and this is a huge 1/4 carat, and that is huge. Maybe not in all worlds of gems, but in the pink diamond world, it really is. That is a big time piece. 8524 is your number, and we've had a great deal of value and savings on yellow diamonds today. Only fair to bring out one of the ultimate high-end pink diamonds here for you. 25 point center, 15 points of additional pinks as well. 9 in the white diamonds and the 56 in the white diamonds. That breaks down baguettes and rounds, so that's going to be, of course, your beautiful carat weight in the white. That's lovely, but it's all about the rose and the white gold coming together in all 18 karat, 75% pure, stays as is. We'll size it. It used to be $12,999. That is, I don't know if anyone remembers this. It was way back. That had to be about 6-7 years ago. I had a GIA certified pink diamond pear shaped like this. It was 12 points. I'll never forget it because it was the first and still only diamond that I ever had on the air that was certified as a bubblegum pink. It actually said that on the cert. So it really had that kind of a instead of the lighter pink diamonds where a lot of pink diamonds are at, they stay very pastel, very light. It had that really bright, I wouldn't say jarring. There's still a softness about pink diamonds. They're very feminine, but it had a very strong saturation for a pink diamond. That's what this one's giving me. It takes me right back to that moment, except it's more than double the size. And that makes a big, oh, and by the way, that 12-point bubblegum pink was $13,000. I mean, I will never forget the ring. I will never forget it. And it eventually sold. It took a couple years, but it was a $13,000 ring. Not everyone understands $13,000 for a smaller stone, but that's the world of pink diamonds for you. They're super rare. You think yellows are rare? This is a step up. So we've got a quarter carat here. It's under $10,000. And I am so proud that we can do this and say this. And this was my like desperation Hail Mary at the end of last night's show that I just go ahead and I get to show you again today. So it's going to go. And it's really fantastic. Look at the inside. Fully finished on the inside. So you've got all that finishing you desire. Here's what it looks like on the hand. One way, and then of course I'll put it on the other. And that is such a pretty and elegant mounting. It's very elevated. The baguettes on the sides, a few rounds as well with the pink and the white interspersed. It's not even $49.99. 8.5 minutes to go. Who would like to have the pink diamond deal of the day? And if you are somebody who's aspiring to own different collectibles in the fancy diamond world, this might be a really good one to try. It's not $49.99. It is a major discount. First caller gets it for $3,999, and I will give you a bonus $400 savings as well. So that will be $35.99. How about that? One big pink in the middle. Few extras we added to have some fun with it, and the white diamonds as well. 18 karat win, as premium as we can get. There's not a metal choice that's better now than the 18 karat gold, because I know there was a day when platinum was the most valuable. Not anymore. So this is where gold is where it's at. So that 18 karat gold is a huge upgrade to get. $39.99. Take your $400 off. Let me know if you like it. We've got a gorgeous couple of last pieces. If you have any questions or requests, want to see something again, it's go time. It is definitely go time. It's now or never. The last. How is it? It's uncanny. How is it that we can be 2 hours and 52 minutes and 25 seconds on the air, and we have one yellow diamond band, the special of the week, and we have one yellow diamond band remaining at $17.99 checkout. Uncanny. It's really it is so good. It is so good. And it's one I highly recommend. The pink diamond, verifying maybe. Let's see who's got that one. Should be gone. Should be going. Let's see who's going to take it. And then, of course, we also do have, just a reminder, that sapphire we started the show with, the 1 single carat 40 sapphires here. Heart-shaped Tanzanite, it's here. We also have the bangle with the quatrefoil design. That's going to be here as well. Our big 191 Paraiba, $99.99 on that one. That is here. And why, oh, why is my Ametrine? Someone's going to need to help me understand this. We've got an Ametrine that's still here at only $12.99. It is over 10 carats, and it looks like that. And it's got huge diamonds on the sides. That's my Ametrine. Here's another, this is a Congolese tourmaline. Isn't this lovely? Wait till you see, we had that gorgeous green in the bridge mounting earlier today. Look at this though. This is gonna get you a little bit more affordable certainly, and look at that. That is a lovely stone. Let me polish it up. It's 1124813. It's got that elongation to the emerald cut. Congolese stair stepper of diamonds down the sides. Oh, I'd put diamonds in my stair stepper. Yeah, that sounds good. I'd be a lot more motivated to be on that thing. Yeah, we get those quads getting real good. Look at that, 743, emerald cut, stunner. And that's 49 points in diamonds. And we'll do that one for $25.99. And don't forget about the Ametrine. Jason, what'd you pick up?
The yellow diamond band.
Done. How about that? I was just going to say, but I didn't want to jinx it. I didn't want to jinx it, but you know, that's good. All right, so our pink diamond is here. Pink diamond, Ametrine, the Ametrine that I flashed, really good one. Yes, here's the Ametrine on the hand for you. That was that 10 karat 30 cushion cut, yeah, overall, but it's got the emerald cut flashes, those big step facets throughout. That's $25.99 for the Congo, but this one, reminder, that was only $12.99 from earlier. So just a quick look, someone wanted to see that on the hand, and those are all princess cuts, 1 row, 4 stones each side, 8 in total, 72 points in diamonds. That's $12.99. It's amazing for that big stone. Also, these Tanzanite drops. Okay, so I was going to save these for tomorrow, but let's just do it. It's been a Tanzy day. I hope our Tanzanites are all gone. I know the earring drops I had, the trillions are gone, but look at this. This is an emerald cut drop. Item number is 1128384. And for my gals, many of you have been looking for a Tanzanite in an earring to go with your ring. Here we go. If you love an emerald cut, it's 76 points in diamonds to go with your nearly 10 carats of stones. And they're done in 14 carats solid. They've got a hoop to start with a great little hinged closure. Let me pop one on. They're just a little over an inch and a quarter top to bottom. And here we go. Last call in the show, 4.5 minutes to go together today. Hope you had fun today. Let me know if there's anything else you want to pick up. Always best and wise to ask your operators if your favorite piece is still here. Take a look at these from a distance and we will send them out for less than $99.99. Old price versus new price. Let's get you something better here. And take a look at that. There's the length from a distance away. So there they are at 1.25 inches. I'm going to show you how that little drop hinge closure works. So it's all attached. Going to make it really easy to pop those on. Look at the reds coming through. They're sassy. And this will be better than even, I don't really feel like doing $79.99, even though that's $2,000 extra. Take a look at this. Ooh, yay. Gorgeous. And they're not $79, $69, or $50, $59.99 on 10 carats almost. Well, we're just going to see them out the door. First caller gets them. Look at how stunning they are. Let's go back up close. Make them even better than $59.99. Let's make them $5,699. I think we got a record going there. Because after you take $570 off, that's going to be just a touch over $5,000 for those two incredibly matched museum reserve stones. What a high-end emerald cut too that you're getting there, and lots of diamonds, over 3/4 carat in the diamonds as well, staying in the white gold on that particular pair. And of course, your price tag going to be just a little over $5,000 at checkout. So we've got 3 minutes left to go. Anything else I need to show anybody? If we need one last look at it, if that helps make the decision a little easier. Zine, what were you taking advantage of over there? Okay, sounds good. And just so everybody's aware, 56, because we don't see a lot of $56.99 price tags. That's $51.29. Yes, $51.29 for your said and done price. And they're gorgeous. I mean, they're the best of the best. And to get two paired up, matching emerald cuts they're splashy. They give you that, forget about just a little bit of red spark. It's these gigantic red waves that just come through the stone. It is so gorgeous to get an emerald cut. I mean, I'm a big fan, obviously. I love an emerald cut, but it's tricky to get that saturation level, and we got it there. Don't forget about the pink diamond, the Congolese tourmaline, the heart-shaped Tanzanite as well. The heart-shaped Tanzanite, I do believe, is the only Tanzanite of the show left besides these earrings that I just showed you. Ametrine is here. Let me know if we can help you with anything. Thank you again. Reminder, we're back tomorrow. Tomorrow's also a daytime show. Our daytime shows are Saturday and Sunday, so pretty easy to remember. Nighttime shows Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights, and then our Saturday and Sunday shows are during the day. Whether you're on the West Coast or the East Coast determines if it's morning or afternoon, but we start at 10 a.m. Pacific time, so that is 1 p.m. on the East Coast. When we get the values rolling, we got another big day to shop tomorrow. We're going to have surprise values tomorrow. I am not even going to tell you there is something very special happening. I'm not previewing it. I'm not promoting it. I'm not even telling you what it is, but it is very, very special. So please make sure you're with me tomorrow. If you know our Sundays, you probably make it a point. Sundays are also the end of our week because we're off on Monday and Tuesday with no show at all. So it's really when we do the grand finale of the week. So excited to see y'all tomorrow. And we have 1 minute left here today. And we've got a number of pieces, and you can check on the yellow diamond. You can get these great earrings. You can check on that heart shape as well. It is obviously, we're very busy on the phone lines. It's hard for me to tell who's taking what right now, but your operators know best. They're out there talking to you in person. So we will see what's still left from the show. Thank you again so much for being here. I'll tell you, congratulations. If you picked up anything from this show today, from this assortment, from this amazing day of value and high quality, just real, perfect, once in a lifetimes, well, you're going to be very happy you did. Thank you so much. We appreciate you being with us, watching and shopping. Special welcome to so many of our brand new registers that were shopping today for the first time as well. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Call me. We'll be here for a couple minutes after we go off the air as well. Same phone number. So jot that down or just start dialing. And thank you again. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I'm Lauren Blair, and from all of us here at TVON, we wish you a good afternoon and evening. We'll see you right back here bright and early, 10 a.m. tomorrow. See you then.